Hello and welcome again to beautiful Fraser, Michigan, home of the Motor City Rockers. I'm Ben Salagi, joined with, as always, Brady Beaton for another edition of Motor City Rockers hockey right here on the Rockers YouTube channel. And would like to be more positive, but right now the team's in a little bit of a lull. We are officially at and past the halfway point of the season. They played in 28 games out of the 56. Today is game 29. Slightly above 500, 14, 11, and 3 are the Rockers. Brady, we know entering tonight's game on a 5-game losing streak. They played better last weekend. New Year's Eve wasn't a great game. What do you think the Rockers need to do to get the monkey off their back tonight?
Find a way to win. Don't care if it's pretty, ugly. Don't care if it's 1-0 or you have to win a 10-9 shootout. They've played better, like you said, the last couple of games. Took Chris Paulin making a heck of a save at the end of the game up in Port Huron to keep it in regulation. And Motor City has had leads. They've done things well. They've really cleaned up the penalties, something that I wanted to see they have. It's just they haven't put a full 60 minutes together. Hey, sometimes it's a little A, sometimes it's a little B. I'm going to leave it up to Coach Brown to figure out how to make everything work. He's made a few lineup changes, but for the most part for Motor City, it's just do what you do. You're playing a good brand of hockey. Just got to get a win. Hey, I don't care. Like I said, it can be the ugliest win. I think sometimes when you get in a rut, you just need to end up on the right side of the scoreboard at the end of a night to kind of snap out of it.
Yeah, and something that was really good last weekend, 2 players snapped out of their scoring droughts. Friday was Declan Conway getting on the score sheet with a goal, breaking a drought that goes all the way back to December 16th. And then the following night, Scott Koash got goals as well. So those 2 guys, your top 2 point getters, guys that you lean on, are starting to maybe get their shot confidence back. That's got to be big.
Yeah, and I like that they're scoring. And I've always said Motor City's been a very balanced team, but the one thing they've lacked at times is the go-to guy. Where, hey, you're playing Port Huron. They're down a goal. They're on the power play under 2 minutes to go. You know the puck's going to 92. You know the puck's going to 85 and Varziani. Matt Graham's cycling the puck through. You know who's getting it. Now, Motor City, they can rotate guys through, but sometimes when you're in a funk like this, you need to lean on one guy. Hey, we said it in Danbury. They struggled last weekend, but Johnny Ruiz had 3 goals. He's a guy you lean on. Dalton Jay's a guy you lean on. Parker Moscal is a guy you lean on. Now, Declan Conway and Scott Koash are very good scorers in their own right. But sometimes in a slump, you need them to really step up, and someone needs to go, all right, hey, guys, we're not doing this anymore. We're getting a win and put a team on their back. I like how balanced they are. They're one of the most balanced teams in the league, Motor City, but sometimes you just need that little extra star power to get you out of the rut.
Yeah, and it's something, too. I mean, one thing that's going to help, getting a guy like Derek McAma back, he's served his 2-game suspension. He was gone all last weekend. He's coming back. He's going to be starting tonight. He's a guy that can contribute. Gaudette can contribute. I like to call them the Twin Towers, even though they're not, exceptionally tall. They're only 6'2", but when they stand on the ice, they stand tall. They stand pretty good. Who else could be those point getters outside, though, of a guy like McAma and Gaudette?
Well, there's a few guys. I know Ian White hasn't put up a lot. He's a defenseman, something there. But also Tommy Cardinal. He's a guy I like his game. You see it in spurts. Like to see it a little more consistently. But the biggest addition is getting Trevor Babin back from a short absence. He's back between the pipes. He's a guy that can really be that star and steal a game. Now, I know there's some guys that aren't here in an unknown land trying to fill those voids. But having Trevor Babin in net can put you in a good spot. Hey, the Rockers have been reeling. 2-8 in their last 10. They've lost 5 in a row, including the last 3 to Port Huron, dating back to that New Year's Eve game. Yep. They need to flip it. They're in 4th place in the division right now. Think that'll be good enough for a playoff spot come to the end of the season. Not sure.
We don't know.
No, we're not. We're not really sure, but I think 4th place will be enough, but you want to climb back in. There was a time earlier this year where you thought Motor City could really clip into the elite. They went into Danbury and had a chance to prove it, fell short, and since then they've gone from 2nd in the Continental down to 4th. This is kind of a must-win game for Motor City against their rivals here at home.
Yeah, I was going to say, definitely a must-win. Also a face that can maybe help them score, only because he's played in other leagues, is Connor Inger. He was signed to a PTO last week. He actually saw some action on Saturday night in Port Huron, but he was actually signed to the roster as well. He's a guy that can get you goals. When he played at New England College, he had a season where he had 14 goals and 15 assists. He also, in his final year there, had 12 goals and 14 assists. So he's a guy that can put the puck in the net. Same thing like a guy like Brad Ryder. He did that in college a lot as well when he played. So it's going to be interesting to see how quickly he can adapt into this lineup.
Well, the front office done a good job bringing guys in. The two guys we highlighted at the beginning of this broadcast, Declan Conway, Scott Koesch, they weren't on the opening night roster. Dylan Johnson was the guy they brought in that came in and helped. And hopefully Connor Inger can come in and continue that success stories of bringing guys in, filling gaps, and really improving the team because, hey, Motor City's been playing better, but like I said, they just need to find a way by hook or by crook to get a dub at the end of the night.
Yes, they do. It's about that time. We got to welcome the band onto the stage. We will hand it over to Sean Rapsky with the PA and national anthem. Beautiful rendition of the national anthem here at Big Boy Arena. Of course, starting lineups are brought to you by Rock City Logistics for a quote on all of your global shipping needs. That's LTL, rail, flatbed, and more. Just visit rockcitylogistics.com. That's rockcitylogistics.com. Brady, who is starting for both teams tonight?
Well, let's start with the visiting Port Huron Prowlers. They come into the game with a record of 18-11-3. Second in the Continental Division. They have played a few more games than everyone else. They send out on defense Alex Johnson and Dustin Henning, his 350th game in the Fed. Congratulations to him. Forwards Liam Freeborn, Matt Graham, and Dalton J. Wyatt Hofflin between the pipes for Port Huron. And for your Motor City Rockers on defense, Nick Miguel Diaz along with Josh Colton, the birthday boy Josh Colton.
Yep.
At forward, Roman Gaudette, Brad Ryder, Derek McEma, and between the pipes, as we mentioned in the pregame show, the return of Trevor Babin after a short sabbatical on the injured list. He's back, he's ready to go, and hopefully ready to turn the tide, because since the calendars turn over, it's been tough for Motor City to get some wins. Hopefully they find the winning formula here against Port Huron.
Yeah, hopefully they do. Anytime you see the black helmet in between the pipes, you know Batman is there to protect you. So good to see Trevor Babin right there. Worth
noting, Gordy Brown dressing 11 forwards and only 5 defensemen for the game, trying to maybe get the offense going a little bit.
Here's the offense. Macma going to get a quick shot there on Hofflin. He's going to punch that one away. See the Prowlers trying to get the puck off the wall. Graham overskates. It's going to come down to the other side. Freeborn going to battle for it along the wall. Macma gets it back out to Miguel Diaz. Offers a quick bank pass to Gaudette. Gaudette avoids a hit. Sends it back down low to Johnson. Port Huron trying to get the puck out of the D-zone. So far, a good early forecheck by Motor City, but now they're going to be in retreat as they switch lines, and Johnson's going to take advantage of it. Taking the puck in, quick shot. Nice easy turn away there by Babin. Miguel Diaz trying to battle for that puck with Perks. They're going to come out with it. Cardinal on a quick pass. Giuliano, second attempt, gets it out of the zone. Graham has it, cross-ice pass. Freeborn sends it right back down. It's going to touch the stick, luckily for Port Huron. That would have been icing. Babin was kind of hoping he didn't have to play it. Perks crosses the timeline, dumps it on in. Hofflin's going to play it. Quickly touched there by Vartiainen. Tries to get it out, kept in by White. There's another shot, easy save, center mass there for Wyatt Hofflin, and he'll hold it there. We saw him on Friday. Hofflin had a good game on Friday.
Yes, he did. He put himself in good position, created opportunities to make big saves, and held Port Huron in the game when Motor City came through with pressure. I like the attacking early. Hey, throw it on net, try to create chaos in front, like you see right there with Conway.
Yeah, Conway, who had a goal. It was a beautiful goal. Tried to get one there, couldn't do anything with it. Vartiainen had it there for a second. Gives it up to Minnie. Minnie will cross the line and dump it into the far side. White's going to win that race. Gets it back out to the neutral zone, and here comes Kowash getting on his high horse, trying to get to the puck. Minnie, though, beats him to it. Minnie tries to give that one up. That was to Devaney. Devaney didn't play in a couple of games. He was injured. There's a quick shot. Good turn away. But Devaney's back, of course. Last time we saw Joe Devaney, he pulled off the Michigan to tie the game at 2 on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, Devaney, a nice player for Port Huron. Have to give a lot of credit to the Prowlers. They struggled a bit early. They figured out how to make their team click. They've been playing really good hockey the last month or so.
Yeah, you got to tip the cap to them. They had that big gauntlet of a schedule, right? You know, the 7 or 8 games in 12 days. They survived that.
They traveled across the country. I don't know whose bad side they were on, but boy, did they get the miles in.
Yes, they did. And they also got the wins in as well. Here comes Port Huron again. Quick shot. That was dumped in there by Williams. Hard rebound's going to come out back into the neutral zone. Here's ZT with it. Thompson goes, has a quick shot. Good save there. Hofflin keeps it alive. Prowlers trying to tilt the ice the other way. It's Williams walking it all the way down the boards. Bolton gives that one up. Going to be surveyed by Thompson. Cross-ice pass. Clouston tries to find the stick of Perks. They're going to, no. Well, thought maybe it was tipped, but the officials are going to say it's not, so that's going to be icing.
Again, I like the approach Motor City has early in the game. Hey, throw things at Wyatt Hofflin. It's kind of what they started to do near the end of the game last week here at Big Boy Arena. Throw pucks on net, create some chaos. They actually scored a goal early in that game when Giuliano tipped one up and over Hofflin. I like this approach. Hey, your offense has been a little bit of a weaker point during this losing streak. Try to create it any way you can.
Yeah, there's Schumacher with a quick shot after the face-off win. Good save there by Babin. Finding his feet. Of course, we know he was out last week. Took a puck to the helmet in practice, you normally want to tell your teammates, hey guys, anything above the shoulders you don't want to hit.
Yeah, especially in practice.
Right.
I know some goalies that take exception to getting the puck up near the dome.
Yeah. Well, here comes the Rockers after the face-off. They have it. Going to be pitchforked into the neutral zone there by, I believe that was, Makema. Makema tries to get it along the wall, can't play it. Here's Dalton J., Mr. December. Though he's given up his goal lead to who other than Gus Ford. Gus Ford is just unstoppable in the league, but Dalton Jay's had a great December and a not so bad January. Unfortunately, though, for Jay, he hasn't had a goal in the last 4 games against the Rockers.
Yeah, and that's the odd part, that Port Huron's had a lot of success against Motor City, but none of it's come from Dalton Jay, one of the guys that you think, hey, when Port Huron's rolling, that means 92's rolling. Hasn't been the case. That's one big positive to take out, is that the big goal scorer for Port Huron's been held in check.
Yes, he has. Minnie gives this one up to Johnson. Could bank past to Foley. Foley's going to walk it in, stops, just going to dump it in. Going to be pushed away there by Babin into the corner. Motor City trying to get it out of the D zone. Perks now digging forward along the wall. Can't get control of it. Second attempt, and Freeborn's going to send it down low. Makema tries to get it clear. Good play there by Johnson to keep it in. Miguel Diaz gloves this one and settles it down. He's going to look for a good stretch pass. Giuliano was waiting for it. They don't connect, though. Here's a good pass. Giuliano, though, breaks it up. Going to cross and just dump it on in. Chasing after it is Perks. It's going to be the first to the puck. Tries to center it. Can't find it. Puck's going to come all the way back. And Sufferdini's going to be in retreat to regain possession for Motor City.
You saw a little snippet of it on that last dump, and Hoffman likes to play the puck out of the net. Almost got him in some hot water last time. Right there, he was unsure if he wanted to play out of the net. Just see if that comes out, how aggressive Hoffman is coming out of the crease to play the puck.
Yeah, you like a goaltender that has that confidence in his stick work, but also you can force him into mistakes as well. But Hoffman is confident in his stick handling abilities. Here's Conway stopping behind the net. He's going to lead the breakout here. Koash surveys. He's going to hold on to it. Crossing the timeline. Now pitchforks this one back to Conway. It's going to be out of the zone there by Williams. Coming in with it now. There's a quick shot. Good save. Oh, my goodness. Gagne had some fervor on that shot. Sam just with a quick little rifle, and Babin makes a big save. I don't know why we have a stoppage.
Wasn't sure if the puck came or the net came off the moorings.
That's the only thing I can think of. But the good news is we have the Mini-Mites cleaning the ice for us, and that means it's a media timeout here at Big Boy Arena. Really quickly, did you see anything on the replay
I'm
there?
thinking it might have hit the bottom of the netting.
Okay.
That may have knocked it out of play, but either way, whistle and media timeout.
Yeah, so right now, what are the shots on goal, Brady?
Just 4-3 in favor of Motor City. It's been an up and down affair the first 5.5 minutes. Now, usually we give you the games going on around the league. Hey, this is the only show in town tonight, only Thursday game. Tomorrow, neither side will be in action, but Carolina takes on Columbus. Watertown's at Danbury. Mississippi travels up the coast to Delaware, and Binghamton takes on in-state rival Elmira. That's all tomorrow. Again, tonight, just Port Huron and Motor City. They'll have the night off tomorrow before an 8 o'clock puck drop in Port Huron Saturday night.
Yeah, and it's going to be like that the next time we see each other, too. I mean, obviously, this is the 10th game of the series, but every time we see each other the rest of the way, it's another split. So it's always fun. I got to make my way up to McMorran. I would love to see a game up there.
It's a nice barn, and Port Huron's playing well in there right now. I mean, they're one of the few teams to knock off Columbus. They did so in McMorran Arena.
They did.
They're finding ways to get it done, and I think that speaks to having the veteran presence. Hey, Matt Graham and Dalton Jay, among Alex Johnson, they've been in this league a long time. Dustin Henning as well. There's not going to be a lot that surprises them. They know all the ups and downs and the feds and the things that people wouldn't even believe that they have to deal with, that they can figure out how to get through and just stay even keel.
Yeah, that's a good point. Face-off was won by Motor City. They have the puck into the offensive zone. Centering, here's Clouston, picks this one up in the slot. He's going to survey, tries to get it centered in front. Inger couldn't play it. It's kind of interesting to see a forward with a single digit. Here's Inger with a shot as he falls to the ice. That's going to be a nice save there by Hoffman, and we have another stoppage. That time the net is off the moorings, so that one makes a little bit of sense. I think now they the official, I think, actually wants a water bottle maybe to make sure it's going to stay down there. They're really digging that tack that the post stays on.
Dealt with it all season. No, those doesn't take much to get these nets off.
Especially the one on the left. The one on the left does not like to stay in its groove at all.
And, I mean, a lot of the officials here basically tell the goalies, hey, if it just comes off a little bit, we're not stopping play. You're going to put it back on, especially if it's not affecting the play.
Yeah, definitely. There's a quick dump in play. Babin's going to make the smart play and freeze it right there. Yeah, but it's always that left net. Always the left net. For whatever reason.
Seems like it.
But either way, it's good to see Trevor Babin start to get in that confidence. Was talking with Coach Brown on Tuesday. He and I were both at Father Gabriel Richard in Ann Arbor at the Ice Cube. They played Wyandotte, of course, supporting Clint Robert and the Irish. Just talking, and as of Tuesday night, Babin was, that was a quick shot. Babin wasn't supposed to play tonight, so we got some good news that he is playing. And tonight was always the mile marker that he'd come back after missing last week.
Yeah, he's a guy that they've leaned on heavily, especially in the early part. Really, when they had that point streak going in November and December, he was a big reason why in the net, steady Eddie for them. He was almost the calming presence in net for Motor City.
That's why I call him Batman. Not only because his mask is all black, but he is a good savior for Motor City. That shot goes high off the glass. Gaudette tries to play it on the near side. Perks is going to come in to help. Freeborn, though, comes out with it. Tries to cycle it back to Jay right in front. Graham can't bang it home. Oh, my goodness. That was playing with fire, and somehow the Rockers did not get burned.
That is the opportunity you get once, maybe twice a month, and Graham, guy that usually finishes that, just couldn't.
No, right there on the doorstep. Puck now coming in. Vartiainen, cross-ice pass. That was intended for Jay, but Jay's going to now take a little breather on the bench. Miguel Diaz just flips it ahead. Makema. Now with the puck, it's Devaney. Leaves it there. Makema's going to pick it up, enter the zone. He's just going to dump it in as he was in a little bit of a Bermuda triangle of three Prowler players. Gaudette has it, gives it up to the point. Birthday boy Colton gives it up to the near side. Now here comes Vartiainen with it. Vartiainen drops this one off to Johnson. Tries to offer a bank pass. That's going to be broken up nicely. And again, Cardinal was the one streaking, and that stretch pass could not be completed.
The second or third time already here in the first period, you've seen Port Huron try to leak out, get behind the defense, get that stretch pass going, maybe get a breakaway chance.
There's a turnover, Tommy Cardinal. It bits Ryan Hovland. He tried to make a play. Cardinal was the one crashing, intercepted it, and it is a 1-0 game thanks to Tommy Cardinal.
Said it a few moments ago, Ben. Wyatt Hoffland, he likes to play the puck, and that time passed it to the wrong color jersey, and Tommy Cardinal, guy wanted to see start to score. Hey, you take gifts when they're given to you. You don't complain, and yeah, that's about as easy of a goal as Cardinal's going to get all season. Might be sending a Christmas card to Hoffland next year.
To say, when you see the goal mouth that wide, your eyes get so big, and all you got to say is, aim for the middle, aim for the back bar. And he goes in, gets the goal. That's number 9 on the year for Tommy Cardinal. Again, a 1-0 lead, though. The last couple of times Motor City has played the Prowlers here at home, they've started the game off with leads. Can you keep it and can you build on it?
Took the lead up in Port Huron as well. That's the other thing. They've been able to get leads now. Can you sustain it? That's the next step they have to take if they want to get back to their winning ways.
Here's an opportunity. Perks tries to center it in front. There's another one. No, they're not going to count it. Oh, I thought that crossed the line. But no, play will continue. Oh. Yes.
Where's that horseshoe hiding?
I have no idea. Puck now gets dumped in. Ian White's going to battle with Gino Mini. Perks is going to come in to help. But man, I thought that crossed the goal line. Too bad he can't review anything here in the Fed. There's a shot by Chartrand. Going to be a save. Frescura finally getting some action. He's been injured all year. Number 14, Zach Frescura, seeing his first action of the year.
I believe it was Freshkura down there that saved it from going over the net. You know, I made the joke about being a little lucky, but I said this last time with Hoffman, and I'll say it again. You put yourself in position to be lucky, and that's what he did there, kind of atone for the last goal he gave up.
Yeah, definitely. There was a quick shot there by Schumacher. And, right, it's that old expression, you create your own luck sometimes, and Coughlin does that a lot. Here's Inger, tries to do a toe drag. There's a shot just over the crossbar. Oh, my goodness. Connor Inger almost got number one. That was a nice little toe drag, though, in the near side circle.
Yeah, nice hands to see. Give him a good look. Just put it a bit too high and wide.
There's a quick shot. Speaking of wide, that was off the stick of Dalton Jay. Here's Clouston. He's going to walk it in. He loses the puck, but it goes into center ice. Koash, bang pass to Conway. There's a shot. Glove saved there by Hofflin. Well, it seems like the Rockers playing with a little fervor. They kind of know what's at stake. We did say it during the pregame. This is a big game. It's monumental. This is the worst losing streak the Rockers have had. It's probably the worst 6-game stretch that they've had all year. Of course, the beginning of the year did not start the way the Rockers wanted it to, but when they got up to Watertown, they were able to reverse their fortunes a little bit in October. But right now, shots on goal, I think, are favoring Motor City. Are they, Brady?
They are 9-5 in favor of Motor City. And Ben, another reason why this is a big game is there is a very favorable stretch coming up for Motor City. Again, you can't count any team. And we saw last weekend, Mississippi took 2 games from Danbury to kind of shock everyone. But the next month or so, outside of Port Huron, I mean, you play these two with Port Huron, then you have Elmira coming to town, then Carolina makes a return trip here. They split last time. Columbus comes to town. Those are going to be some tough games, but you're getting a lot at home coming up. You're getting the opportunities to string some wins together if you're Motor City and Mississippi mixed in there. So you have an opportunity over the next month and a half or so to play a lot of games in your own barn, put some wins together, and kind of make up the ground you lost over the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, and it's really big, especially with each win being 3 points. You look at it, 3 weeks ago you were right there battling for second place. You haven't been able to get a point in 3 weeks, and you got buried in that avalanche rather quickly.
Right.
And, it's something that, you look at it, you don't want to feel the pressure, but, again, talking with Coach Brown, he won't admit it, but he kind of does admit it when he says, I want to play for playoff positioning, and I want to get back up to second, because why? Second place, you get home ice advantage.
Real quick, I was a little ahead of myself. They have the Port Huron, and then Watertown comes to town, and then they go to Elmira and Mississippi before they come back for those home games. But still, a stretch against teams that you have more points than, you have a better record than, and you have an opportunity to climb back in those standings and put a positive streak together. Yeah, we just had a brief stoppage. You couldn't see it off camera. They were still getting some snow off the playing surface, but we've obviously now resumed. And I'm glad you picked up what I was laying down, Brady. I brought up Watertown for a reason. I was getting a little ahead of myself looking at that home streak where, February and March, they're not going to have to get on the bus hardly at all.
No, definitely can save some expenses. Vartian's going to flip that one ahead. That's intended to get out to Foley, but it's going to be broken up. Motor City's going to hold on to it. Here's Sufferdini. He's going to survey, stops, catch a breather. God, that's going to cross in front of the net. Here comes the breakout. That's a different breakout we haven't seen before. See a player cross the ice and get to center ice for a breakout. They are tweaking things here and there, and that was one of the things Coach Brown said he wanted to work on. Even though he doesn't have an issue with the breakouts, it still changes things up.
You play a team as much as you play each other. There's not going to be any secrets when these two face off. So it's really just about mental fortitude and how you can make those little changes.
Here's Inger with a center mass shot and a good center mass save by Hofflin. Good little pressure there by Merritt throughout center ice, making sure Motor City could not cleanly pass the puck, and instead Inger did the smart thing, held onto it and just fired it. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. Go ahead.
I really like that move, just throwing it in the middle. You didn't have a good rush. You didn't have numbers. Throw it on that. I'm sure Hoffman's going to be a little gun-shy with how much he plays it off, so he freezes it. You get the offensive zone draw. It didn't work out. That's probably the best-case scenario in that situation. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes you can catch the goaltender sleeping, and that can happen. That doesn't catch Babin sleeping. He gets a glove on it. Puck comes out to the corner. Now Ian White has it. Good stretch pass. Oh, that's going to be icing. Thought he was going to touch the blade there of Elias Thompson, but he just couldn't get there in time.
was going to say, you can definitely tell it's a Thursday night game. The crowd is very sparse. Not used to the Friday crowds here.
Yeah, Thursdays are always a tough one for the home team. Just that's the reason why a lot of games are played on the weekend in the Fed.
Well, definitely. We were just talking how we were ready for it to be Friday. And, of course, you and I are used to calling games on a Friday or Saturday night, and we thought the weekend was already here. Instead, we got to go back to day jobs tomorrow. That's got to suck. It's all right. Williams tries to get a stretch pass. Good job breaking that one up with Zinger. That was intended for Chartrand. Motor City going to try the breakout here. Conway to Inger. He has Koash on the far side. Tries to connect. Conway breaks that one up. Trying to battle with Schumacher to get control of that puck. Puck comes down to White. White can't get to it. With it now is Chartrand. Drops it to Graham. Back to Chartrand. There's a shot. Good save there by Babin. Henning keeps it in at the point. Fires that one. Babin tries to grab it, but it just misses his glove. White. Inger. Inger crosses. Drops this one off to Koash. Just out of his reach, and that's going to be a slight turnover. Good recovery there by Colton. Back to Inger. Schumacher's going to tie it up along the wall. Good battle there with Conway. Jay fights the puck there, and it's going to be offsides. Graham tried to get that one to him, and Graham was the early bird, thinking Dalton could easily accept that pass, and it's going to be a face-off outside the zone.
You can tell both these teams have been playing each other a lot of neutral zone play. Neither side really getting any clean opportunities. I mean, the one goal that Motor City scored was just a bad pass from Hoffman that got picked off. Both defenses knowing what to expect and playing a pretty tight game defensively.
Yeah, I was going to say, when a quarter of your games are against one opponent, you can't really hide anything. You're right. There's no surprising anybody here tonight. It's just going to be put your best 5 and 6 out there and see who wins. Giuliano tries to dig after it. Can't get to the puck. That's Federley with it. Federley's going to get into the offensive zone here. Flips this one ahead. Babin catches it on the bounce. Puck still in play. Puck's going to come out. Johnson has it. Tries to get that one out as he glasses this one. Giuliano pitchforks this one. Here's Perks. Perks is going to walk it in. Line change behind the play. Perks goes backhand and just puts it a little high. I was going to say, I don't know if anyone at home follows our social media accounts, but Tim Perks was the abominable snowman of a birthday party. It was pretty funny. Did you see that?
I did see
on Instagram?
That. It was definitely a different look for him.
Yeah, definitely a different costume. But we know Tim likes to play around with kids. In his off time, he does like to officiate games with silver sticks and stuff like that, so likes to give back to the community. But I thought maybe a player lost a bet, maybe who had to be the mascot sort of thing. We have a stoppage of play on a stick lift. They're going to call hooking on Port Huron.
Sends Sam Williams to the box, and now, hey, you're up 1-0 first period. You've been struggling. Try to extend that lead, Ben. Remember, last time it was 2-0 Motor City and had a chance to really put them away, could not. Here's an early opportunity on a power play that's lost just a bit of its luster from earlier in the season. That was one thing when they were winning and they were on a streak. They were doing well, scoring on the special teams. Here's an opportunity. Go up 2-0 in the first period and really put the pressure on Port Huron.
Yeah, the power play, they want to get a lot of passing for an open shot. Here's a pass to White. Gives this one up. Koash walks it into the circle, fires that one. Good save there by Hoffman. Suffredini in a battle with Minnie. Puck's going to come out to Inger. Inger surveys, gives this up to Conway. Conway gives it back down low to Suffredini. Suffredini back to Conway. Back to Inger. There's a shot on the near side. That's going to be a nice save there by Hoffman. Puck goes out of play, so we'll have a... Oh, wait.
Are they sending Minnie?
Yeah, that's why I wasn't going to say the faceoff was going to be in the near side circle. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Gino Minnie. That power play now turns into a 5-on-3.
That's a tough one to take. He must have said a few magic words, Ben. Or because it didn't look like much from up here, or I don't know.
Well,
I don't know, Ben.
He had to
you know what to say to get the ire.
I do.
And Minnie must have mentioned something that was a no-no.
He said one of the 7 bad words that George Carlin says you cannot say on the air.
Yeah, 7 bad words and 4 bad letters.
Yeah, John knows what some of those bad words are. He's writing some of the bad letters down right now. But it's going to be a 5-on-3 for 1:20.
Anyway, back to this. Got to score a 5-on-3. This is a golden opportunity.
I was going to say.
5-on.
Can't? Well.
Oh, there.
Yeah, you're right. Off-ice officials tell us
5-on-4.
it's only going to be a 5-on-4. That doesn't make sense. Here's Colton. There's a shot to goal. Happy birthday. Josh Colton, number 4, goes top shelf. And it is 2-0.
Put it in a soup can. Put it top left. And that's as good of a goal as you're going to see all night. And they did exactly what they need to. So I'm getting the official penalty. I'm assuming it's going to be a 10-minute abuse of officials penalty. But doing what you need to do, up 2-0 now. Find a way to sustain the lead.
Yeah, big power play goal. That is number 6 on the year for Josh Colton. As we said, it's his birthday. Happy birthday to Josh Colton. And the funny thing is, he was upset. He was upset that he had to play on his birthday. So, Brady doing some detective work. Brady, what was going on there that from our off-ice officials crew that you were able to find out?
Looks like it has to be a 10-minute abuse of officials misconduct. It was, 5-on-4, still score on the power play.
Yeah.
But, 10-minute, you're out. You're without one of your guys for a while. Still, not a penalty you want to take. Hey, right now, Motor City letting the other team make the mistakes and taking advantage of it. That's what good teams do. Yeah,
there you go. And we do want to apologize at home. The scoreboard lied to us. There was 2 penalties up there, so we thought there was a 5-on-3. Want to give a shout out to our hard-working off-ice official crew here, keeping us honest. It was a 5-on-4, but it was a clean power play goal nonetheless for Josh Colton.
That might be the best shot he's had all year, and that's not a knock on him. I mean, you go basically top corner and in. That's a beauty. That's a highlight reel goal for him.
Yeah, and that's a hard goal to get. I was going to say, for a guy with a right-handed shot, that is tough. Assisting on that goal is Roman Gaudette and Brad Ryder.
Roman Gaudette's another guy. When Motor City's going, number 10's going as well. Good to see him on the score sheet. And I think if he can get some points going a few games in a row, you'll see Motor City's tide turn. He's a nice player when he uses his sides, not afraid to get in the dirty areas. He's a guy that can really help Motor City.
Yeah, here's another opportunity here. Koash stops, surveys that. Could have been deflected in front. Good save there by Hofflin. Poke check there by Hofflin into the corner. Conway has it, avoids a hit by Schumacher. Still avoiding another hit. At that time, though, he got a little shove to the point. Miguel Diaz fires that one. Rebound comes out. Inger can't get a stick on it. Here's a race now. Freeborn gets to the puck. Has it. Has a man in front. Good play, and the puck's not going to go in. The puck is not in. They waved it off. Dante Suffredini. Now we have a scrum. Freeborn and Koash exchanging some words and ideas. And now Miguel Diaz and Dalton Jay exchanging a couple of words. I think Dalton's like, I think that went in. He goes, no. Little Dikembe Mutombo and says, I don't think so. That's going to take us to our final media timeout of the period. While we do, before we update you on shots on goal, we did say it was assisted by Roman Gaudette and Brad Ryder. That is Gaudette's 13th assist on the year, and number 17 for number 21, Brad Ryder. So that's going to lead us to a litany of numbers. Shots on goal, Brady.
Motor City out shooting Port Huron 14-8. They've sustained the pressure. They've played a really nice period. Been the best period I think they played so far in 2023. Now, Ben, I said it. They've been up 2-0 before, and they've seen the lead evaporate. This is a chance where you have to put the foot on the throat and squeeze this team out early. Other thing I wanted to bring up, didn't get a chance to. A power play didn't last long. How about the vote of confidence in Connor Inger? Putting him on the power play, new guy in town, put him right there on the man advantage on the special teams, trusting him to come into the system and not miss a beat.
Yeah, that's true. He was able to join the power play, and of course every power play brought to you by Digital Macomb Indoor Billboards. Can reach over 100,000 people in 1 month all around Macomb County. Just learn how by visiting digitalmacomb.com. That's digitalmacomb.com. But yeah, that's a lot of faith. Putting number 6 out there with a man advantage. But so far, Rockers playing well. They did have a 2-0 lead on New Year's Eve. We mentioned that one before. I don't know if I just gave this team the death knell or not, but they lead 2-0 here with 2:52 left here in the opening period. It's been a good opening period for Motor City. You were saying everything's working. You got the power play to work. You take advantage when you can get it. The forecheck has been pretty good tonight. The bail and the back pressure's been good as well so far. Hopefully they can keep this up and get the monkey off their back.
Yeah, just keep playing what you've been doing. The process has been solid. They're throwing pucks on net. They've gotten a very beautiful goal and a gimme goal. Don't apologize. Keep attacking and put the pressure on Port Huron. They've been on their heels most of this first period.
They really have. They did win the face-off. They were able to keep it in. Merritt's going to try to get to the wall there and help Freeborn as he tumbles to the ice. Puck's going to come out. Federley's going to have to keep it in, and he's going to go and retreat. It's going to reset. Quick little pass to Merritt. Merritt avoids a hit and dumps it on in. Suffredini's going to go and play it. It's going to be a quick switch. Couple men on, couple men off for Port Huron. Schumacher tries to dump it in. Ian White breaks it up. White can survey, but the Rockers also change out their forwards. You have E.T., Cardinal, and Perks out there now. Defensive pairings now finally switched, so you have the birthday boy in Colton, and then you have Vaughn Clouston. Clouston slings this one the other way. Graham can't keep it in. Giuliano overskates the puck. Now still a battle between Perks and Schumacher. Graham comes in to help, gives it to Schumacher, pass to the far side. There's a shot just pushed wide. Oh, good look there by Chartrand. He just couldn't bury it.
Yeah, and that's the one, I'd say, downside of Port Huron. Their top guys, they put up a lot of points. But the third, fourth line guys, their depth guys, really struggle. You look at the stats, the top 7 or 8 have really nice numbers. Then it kind of falls off a cliff.
It does. They're very top heavy. But again, those guys at the top, they're kings of the mountain for a reason. They can put points away.
Their dudes are dudes.
Yes, they are. They are very much dudes. Makema gets tied up by Johnson in the corner. Makema comes out with it, still riding the end boards. Gives it to McGill. Diaz can't get a finger on the trigger. Here's Devaney. Comes out with it. Racing it. Tries to centering a pass to Foley. That's broken up. Still a centering opportunity. Another break up there, Motor City. Now they're going to tilt the ice the other way. Ryder. He has helping McGill Diaz, and they're going to call off sides. Man, I thought McGill Diaz just dragged his toe just enough, but Dallas Mitchell, the linesman, said, no, I saw daylight. So it's offsides.
Yeah, if he had just a little sharper of a blade, he might have been onside, and we might still be playing on, but as it stands, neutral zone draw. 42 seconds left. Hey, finish out this period strong, go into the locker room, feeling good about yourself, because this is the Motor City Rocker team that was in second place the way they played back in the earlier part of the season.
Yeah, this is definitely the team that we know. They're playing like it. Seems like they've refound their identity. And the best part is they're doing it with, again, the amount of pressure they have on their backs. Losing 5 straight, getting a win in 2023. So far playing an excellent first period as we have a stoppage of play. Again, just got to carry it through the next, obviously, 40 minutes if you can. But get this one sorted out. We'll have a face-off outside the zone. On the ice, Inger, Koash, Conway, Miguel Diaz, and Suffredini, your defense. Koash losing that draw to Merritt. Going to be dumped in off the stick of Schumacher. That was a hit. Though I don't think Conway got all of it. 10 seconds left here in the period. There's a shot in front, intercepted. Here's a stretch pass. Here's Inger. He's all alone. Connor Inger, forward back in. No! Good save by Hofflin. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Unbelievable. Heck of a play there by Hofflin. But, man, Inger had the best look he's had as a Rocker but just couldn't bury it to make it 3-0 in the closing seconds. Of course, we will give you intermission stats, which are brought to you by Triumph Geared Solutions. Machinist jobs are available right here in Metro Detroit. All you have to do is visit careers.triumphgroup.com to learn more. That's careers.triumphgroup.com to learn more. Brady, walk us through that first period. Give us a couple of shots on goal. And, of course, hang on. What's going around the Fed? Just this game. There we go.
Just this game.
We got that, cleared it out of the way.
Don't have to worry about anywhere else but right here in Big Boy Arena. Motor City outshot Port Huron 16-8 in the opening frame. Scoring was silent until the 8:15 mark, where Tommy Cardinal on the forecheck basically received a pass from Wyatt Hoffman. Right circle, easy shot into the net. Hey, he put himself in the right position. He gets a nice goal, his 9th of the year. And Motor City would score again about almost 7 minutes later. Josh Colton on the man advantage, snipes the top left corner, hits the post and in, beats Wyatt Hoffman for the second time. Assisted from Roman Gaudette and Brad Ryder. That was Colton's 6th on the year. So Motor City takes the 2-0 lead into the break. Played a really solid period of hockey. Played the way we know Motor City can play, and hopefully they can take their break, come back out, just pick up right where they left off, because that's the most they've dominated a period going back to probably before the holiday break.
Yeah, I would say the 30th when they beat Port Huron. I mean, they won that game 5-4, and they were playing strong, and they were playing strong right before New Year's, and it just unfortunately, when the calendar turned, the offense had yet to travel. But so far so good. It seems like the offense and everything else has traveled into 2023. What else did you like in that first period? Like I said, I mentioned I like the forward checking. I love seeing good forward checking and back pressure. What did you like in that first period?
Well, I like that. Hey, I talked about how sometimes you need star power, sometimes you need depth. Today, the depth has been rolling, and there hasn't been a fall off from the top line to the second, third line. Everyone that's been on the ice has been doing their job. And again, for another period, they've kept 92 quiet. Dalton Jay's a really good player. He scores a lot of goals, Ben. He's one of the top guys in the history of the Fed for a reason. And it's been a good game plan, keeping him with not a lot of great opportunities, knowing where he is on the ice at all times. I really like that defensively. And I like the way that that Trevor Babin came back and hasn't missed a beat from his week off. He's looking like how he has all season.
Yeah, Trevor Babin settling in nicely, being the Trevor Babin that we all know and love. Got his feet under him, got the early game jitters out from underneath, and again, pitching a shutout early, even though it's only one period. A lot of hockey still to play. We will see if he can keep up his good game so far. We will step away. We will come back with the start of the second period in about 12 minutes or so. You are watching Motor City Rockers hockey on the Rockers YouTube page. We'll be right back. Hello, welcome back to Big Boy Arena, where the Motor City Rockers have a 2-0 lead over their rival, Port Huron, who, of course, with their last couple of games have evened up this series at 5 games apiece. And again, big game tonight. Not only do you retake the lead in the series, you break a 5-game losing streak, and Port Huron is actually playing for something too. Their longest win streak is at 4 games this year. This would be their longest win streak if they were able to complete the comeback tonight. So a lot still hangs in the balance here at Big Boy Arena, where we still have 40 minutes of play. Brady, what do you want to see here in the second period? I know I want to see these guys come out of the locker room, still have that good forecheck like we saw in the beginning part of the first period, and pepper Wyatt Hoffman. What would you like to see?
Well, don't rest on your laurels, and I think the message in the locker room is, guys, we've been in this spot before, and we've come away with 0 points. Hey, you played a good first 20 minutes. There have been games, Ben, where they played a good first 20 minutes, and then the middle 20 have kind of erased that and flip-flopped. And that was one of the best periods they've played in a long time. Come out and continue that. You know Port Huron is going to come out, guns a-blazing, trying to get an answer goal first. But keep doing what you're doing. You have a chance to keep that or break the losing streak, and it starts. Hey, you're not going to win the game in the second period. You're not gonna get the win at the end of the period, but keep doing what you were doing. Hey, make sure you identify where the goal scorers are. Bail at the right time. Get back defensively and get in front of their scorers offensively. Take the chances. You saw at the end of the period, Inger was able to slip by the fence in a beautiful pass, gave him a good opportunity. If you get a lot of opportunities like that, hey, you're going to finish them. Tip the cap to Wyatt Hoffman. Made a heck of a save. But keep peppering the net like you have in. 16 shots in the opening period. Like to see that. Held Port Huron to 8. These are all good, positive things. The other thing I like, Ben, no penalties for Motor City in the opening 20 minutes. That's something they have cleaned up a lot since New Year's Eve.
It is, and it's something that needed to be cleared up, quite frankly. There's no other way to put it. We know Motor City, if you get underneath their skin just a little bit, sometimes they forget that there's a hockey game going on. They like to make things a little bit personal. But so far they've done a good job behaving and playing hockey the way that they can, playing good hockey the way that they can. They've been doing it, so far tonight. But you're right. We've said this game's big. These next 20 minutes are going to be huge. Just for what you said, Brady. We've been in this situation before, have had leads, whether it be 2-1, 2-0, but it's been this period that's been the Achilles heel and what's really gotten this team in a rut over this 5-game stretch. So big 20 minutes here at Big Boy Arena. Hopefully can come out, get another goal, get 3-0. And again, as you said, you stated it perfectly. Do not rest on your laurels. Do not get complacent with what you did in the first 20. This 20 matters just as much, if not more so, for this team, and see what they can do to break this evil hex, this Horcrux, if you will, to try to snap this losing streak. Never thought I'd use that term in a broadcast.
Add that to your bingo card.
Right. And the funny thing is, I'm not even a Harry Potter fan. We're underway here in the second period. Puck goes out of play. That was one of the things, because the books came out just when I was, I think, in middle school. Never read a book, wasn't interested, and yet here I am using references. Did you get into Harry Potter?
Never really was into that.
See, there
Never
we go.
really could.
I knew there was something I liked about you. We go back at center ice for a face-off. Merritt's going to do battle with Ryder. Ryder's going to win that one. Colton, who has a goal today. He was the one on the power play to make it 2-0. Gives it up. Miguel Diaz pitchforks this one on down. Hoffman's going to make the easy fly ball out and freeze the puck. He'll hold on to it there. So far, first 25 seconds have been a little pedestrian, but that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Second period opportunity, if you really dominate play in the second period, hey, you're going away from your bench. Getting the line changes just a little bit tougher. Have to go that few extra feet. So if you can sustain pressure, the second period is an opportunity to really keep things going and maybe net a goal if you can keep it in the offensive zone.
Yeah, and here's a good opportunity to do just that. Tim Perks will be in the face-off circle going against Evan Foley. Don't know what they were talking to Wyatt about, but it was important enough to halt up the game just a little bit. Perks, though, unorthodox face-off draw, and Motor City's going to come out, and there's a shot. Oh, just pushed wide by Cardinal. Cardinal can't get a stick on it. There's Colt again. There's a rebound. A go. Oh, no. 2 big saves, Wyatt Hofflin. Wow. Point-blank opportunities, and Wyatt Hofflin, again, dodging bullets at the OK Corral.
Again, Hofflin doing the right thing, coming out of the crease, cutting down the angle. So, hey, Cardinal had a rebound opportunity. There wasn't a lot of net for him to shoot at. He just had to throw it on net, and Hofflin took up most of it.
There was another opportunity for Cardinal, freezing the puck again is Hofflin right after the face-off draw. But this is that pressure we were talking about. Keep applying the pressure where you can, and so far the first 40 seconds, Motor City's done just that. Most of it, though, in the last 20. Another face-off controlled here. This one by the Prowlers. Vartiainen gives this one up, flipped ahead by Devaney, and now Trevor Babin will hold on to it. Got a little bit of a whitewash, but it will be incidental by Devaney. You know Babin wants something back on Devaney, though, after the Michigan, obviously.
Did have a highlight reel last time he was here, but for Motor City, hey, you're doing the right thing. The process is going well. Yeah, Hoffman's made some nice saves, but if you keep getting those opportunities, like I said, you're going to get chances to finish them. Sometimes you do all the right things. The other guy's getting paid too, tip the cap, but keep doing the things that put you in that position.
Another shot, another save, another rebound, and that was Devaney. That one gets pushed wide. Good play there by Babin, stopping a couple of point-blank opportunities just like Hofflin did a few moments ago. Devaney flips this one ahead, down low. Suffredini's going to give a hard shot to the far side. Giuliano gets it cleared. Schumacher gives it to Vartiainen. Vartiainen going to offer a bank pass back to Schumacher. That's going to be broken up. Motor City gets it to Tim Perks. Perks going to walk this one in. Avoids Henning. Now it's going to be a centering opportunity. White's going to pick it up off the boards. There's a shot. Good save. Rebound can't be controlled. Suffredini keeps it in at the far side. Can't dump it all the way in. Foley moves it ahead. Vartiainen has a step. Ian White, though, can stop him, and Vartiainen losing his feet. Man, that was a nice little gift. Motor City was reeling there a little bit. Hard saucer pass, going to bounce off the knee of Conway.
That was a tough pass for Conway to control. Not much Forrest can do with that one.
No. Perks pitchforks this one, settles it down, gets into the slot. There's a shot, save, rebound comes out. Inger overskates the puck. Graham gets this one out ahead. Chartrand with it now. It's going to be dumped in. Babin's going to push it to the corner. Gagne has it, avoids a hit, still surveys. Now he gives it up to the point. Here's Federle. Shot gets deflected to the end boards. No harm, no foul as Motor City picks up the rebound. Koash tries to get it out. Good forechecking pressure by the Prowlers, keeps it into the D zone.
Keep creating chaos in front of the net if you're Motor City. Keep trying to get that next goal.
Oh, we see down. Okay, so Babin freezes the puck. Vaughn Clouston got an elbow to the face by Matt Graham. He's down in the corner. He's been down in the corner. He's been down. It looked a little like, incidental, but he took a hard one. Yeah, he got one right under the chin, and I don't, you hope he's okay. Maybe a little embellishment, maybe a little bit to try to draw a call. Do you think, Brady? Or it's hard. It was hard to look at. Obviously, our backs are turned, and it's good to see Vaughn skate up under his own power.
Well, the officials were looking at the play, and the fact that no right arm came up, I think says a lot. Let's see how long until 20 gets back on the ice. That'll be the true test to see what it is, because, Ben, sometimes there are injuries that look like nothing, and they turn out to be rough. Sometimes there's huge hits that you go, uh-oh, and they pop right back up and they're fine.
Right.
See how long 20's on the bench. If Clouston stays out there for a while, hey, maybe he took one just in the perfect spot. If he comes back out, then maybe he was trying to draw a power play. Yeah,
and again, it's a little tough from our vantage point. Obviously, their backs were to us, so we couldn't see if the full chicken wing got raised. But again, good to see Vaughn skate out under his own power as Joe Cimino, the head trainer, got to check on him. Here's Koash, tries to center that one down. It's going to go wide. Good forechecking pressure. Inger keeps it on in to Conway. Conway at the far side circle. Getting pressured there by Schumacher. Gives it up to Miguel Diaz, who gives it down low. Johnson gives it up to the near side. Going to be a nice battle along the wall. Merritt comes in to help. It's going to come out to the point. Kept in by Conway. Cross ice pass, Miguel Diaz. There's a shot deflected there by Koash. Goes wide. Good stretch pass. This one should be icing, and it is.
You can tell Motor City, hey, they're throwing anything and everything at the net. Whether they're banking it off the backboard, trying to generate a rebound with a low shot. They are trying to make Hoffland move, keep that puck out in front. And they haven't netted the goal yet, but you can see the opportunities. It's the holding your breath moments in the scrambles for Port Huron. They've gotten away with it so far, but Motor City sniffing out another goal. If they keep this up, expect one soon.
There's a good face-off win for Motor City. Kept in there by Suffredini, though he had to battle the puck at the blue paint. Here's Dalton J. As we said, he doesn't have a goal in the last 4 games. He does have 6 assists, though. So he just hasn't gotten a lamplight just yet. Thompson gets pinned off in the corner. Puck still loose. Jay's going to swipe at it. Kept in, though, by Perks. Second attempt sends it out to the center line. Suffredini gives it to Thompson. Thompson can't play it. Now instead it is a Thompson. It's E.T. that played the puck. Puck now still battled behind. Johnson tying it up. Gives it up to the corner. Picked up there by E.T. Everett gives it back up to the point. There's White. Going to be a good kick save there by Hoffland. Suffredini carries the puck down low, absorbs a hit, still has control. Dante with a wraparound that's going to go off the post and still in play. White just sends it to the corner, and Johnson will pick it up for Port Huron. Good pass. Freeborn has it back to Johnson on a give and go. Centering to Dalton J. Good break up there by Suffredini. God, you got to like the way Suffredini plays his position. Plays it so well. Stops pucks in passing lanes. There's an opportunity. There's a centering opportunity in front. Wow, that was dangerous. Somehow, though, again, Wyatt Hoffland able to stop the puck, and Gino Mini's 10 minutes are up as he comes out of the box.
Hoffland still playing with fire. Got burned earlier, but that's part of the reason why Motor City still throw pucks in the crease, Hoffland hasn't controlled a lot of rebounds strong, and Motor City, they're crashing the net. One's going to go by soon, especially with their pressure they're keeping on. They did exactly what we asked, Ben, out of the locker room, continuing the momentum, continuing the pressure on Port Huron. They have been the better team for 25 minutes of the first 25 minutes of this game.
Yeah, they have. They've been playing really well. First 5 minutes here of the second period, they've been playing really well, still pressuring everything. Here's Colton. Puck at the end line now. Picked up, Nakama. Still holding on to it, now drops it to Gaudette. Over skates, Ryder will pick it up. He gets pinned there by Henning. Gaudette still battling for it. Henning comes out with it. Puck back on the stick of Gaudette. Roman cycles it back down low. Ryder chasing to the puck, absorbs a hit there by Federley. Puck goes to the far side. Now we have bodies flying. Josh Colton picks up the puck. That pass could not be completed. Walking with it now is Foley. There's another hit. Vaughn Klauston, good to see him back out there. Nice little deke there by Vaughn. Didn't know he had it in him. Puck still at the end line. Nakama gives it up to Ryder. Ryder has an opportunity, surveying the ice. Gives it up to the point to Giuliano. Giuliano fires a prayer, and that's going to be a save. Good play there by Devaney. Gets this one out. Tim Perks plays the puck to Klauston. Klauston can't get control of it, sends it back. Miguel Diaz will settle the puck down behind Babin. Doesn't have little time to play with it, gets it out quickly. Here's Cardinal with it now. He opened the scoring today. Cardinal losing the puck in the offensive zone. It's going to be flipped up in the air. Suffredini's ready to play it. Dante holds on to the puck, surveys. Again, he's been playing really, really well. Love the way he's playing the position. One touch there by Giuliano. Cardinal with it now. There's a shot. Hoffland makes the save.
Another loose rebound from Hoffland. That puck is dangerous around the blue crease.
Yeah, everyone knows in the Metro Detroit area, a goaltender that gives up rebounds. There's Chartrand. Fires that one wide. Perks. Brady, what did you see and you wanted maybe a whistle?
I saw a stick go about 15 feet in the air from Cardinal, I believe, at center ice behind the play.
There's a quick D-to-D. Suffredini steps into this one. It's going to be deflected. They're just letting play continue all the way through. Here's the new guy for Skura with a shot, pushing that one wide.
Good job by the defender, cutting off the far side, telling Babin what he can do. That's how you play that one-on-one. Good job defensively.
Puck kept in at the far side there by Minnie. Motor City retains possession. Suffredini tries to get it out. Good break up there by Merritt. Here's Chartrand with a shot. Got deflected. Babin! Oh, Merritt puts it past. Oh, you thought maybe one would trickle through, and it was a rebound goal. Sam Merritt getting that one. Merritt now has 14 on the year. It's a big one. It cuts this lead down to 1.
Hockey's a fickle sport, Ben. For about 7 minutes, Motor City controlled play. They had several opportunities like that. One loose rebound, and all that Merritt had to do was just poke it past Babin, and just like that, it's a 1-goal game.
Yeah, there was the initial shot that got kind of deflected. Babin was just out of position when Merritt was there to put that one through before Babin could regain his form. But a big goal nonetheless there for Port Huron. So we're going to have the under 14 timeout here. Don't have the assists on that goal just yet, but we do know the shots on goal. Brady, what is that at right now?
Motor City still out shooting Port Huron 8-6 in the second period for just over a period total of 24-14. But despite that, hey, Port Huron got the goal they needed. Again, officially it goes in the book as Sam Merritt from Dan Chartrand and Liam Freeborn. They needed a goal bad, and now they're right back in this game. Motor City, hey, I know you're a little frustrated. You feel like you can't do anything, right? And during a losing streak, Ben, it's those goals that go in and you just kind of throw your hands up and go, really? We were playing well, and that's the goal that goes in. But keep doing what you're doing. Again, don't be process-based. Don't be results-based. Be process-based. And Motor City has a good process right now. They've had opportunities. I promise you, if you keep doing what they've been doing for the first 27 and a half minutes, they'll net another goal or two. Just got to keep going. Hoffman, he's a really good goaltender. There's a reason why he's the guy Port Huron goes to. But you're having opportunities to beat him. One will get by him sooner rather than later. Yeah, I was mentioning a goaltender that Detroiters are familiar with. Jimmy Howard was a guy who gave up a lot of rebounds. He was a deflecting goaltender, not an absorbing goaltender. Tonight, Hoffman has been that deflecting goaltender, not absorbing goaltender. There's been a couple of opportunities that Motor City's had. He's been able to put down the rebounds just yet. So there are opportunities there. Again, getting the goal, it was a big one. It was Sam Merritt getting the goal. That was 14 on the year. Liam Freeborn got the assist. That's number 20, and so did Dan Chartrand, who got number 7 as he collects more apples for his basket. And we have a puck frozen there by Hoffman to stop play. But yeah, it's just one of those. And again, Trevor Babin can't be everywhere. And you know he's going to kind of look at it. Every goaltender is like a good cornerback. You have a short-term memory. We know Babin has one as well, but again, just stops the initial stop, was just a little out of position, couldn't get his arm down to prevent Merritt from getting that goal. So can't be everywhere all at once, and hopefully, again, he can keep everything in front, and Motor City can build off of it and rebuild their lead. Here's a good opportunity here. Ryder carries it in, has Macma, the near side. Macma holds on to it. There's a centering opportunity. A big goal! Roman Gaudette adds a big lead. What a centering pass. Unbelievable. Had the right process, doing the right things. This time they're rewarded with the goal.
And now there's a fight. Gaudette, the goal scorer, now throwing punches. Getting some undercuts. Who does he have? Is that Johnson? It is Johnson, it looks like. How did that happen?
Well, Johnson was having words after
and then Gaudette says, "How dare you be the dampener And they just go at it immediately. Yeah, it was Johnson going left and right.
Man, I've been around this league a while. Don't know the last time I saw a guy score a goal and 5 seconds later drop the gloves. But all right, let's break down everything we just saw. First of all, good process for Motor City. They were doing the right things, and a guy, hey, we talked about him in the first period, Roman Gaudette. When he gets going, Motor City does well. In the right spot, nice tip and goal, nice pass across. Secondly, I don't know what to make of that fight. Obviously, someone said something that Alex Johnson took offense to. Now, Johnson's a guy, he wears his emotions on his sleeve. You don't have to guess twice how Johnson's feeling. And Gaudette apparently just had enough. He didn't seem like he lost his cool. He just like, all right, we're going to do this. Let's do this. We'll stop your talking a bit, as he seemed more than happy to go to the box for 5 minutes. Won't cost either side a man. And now it's 3-1. That's a big goal to get back.
Yeah, it's 3-1. It was number 9 on the year for number 10, Roman Gaudette. And guess what? He has a Gordie Howe hat trick. How do you like that? He got the Gordie Howe hat trick in a span of 2 seconds. Got a goal and a fight immediately. Here's Kowash going to flip this ahead. Had a play. Inger wasn't ready for it. Devaney gets control of the puck. Last Rocker player to get a Gordie Howe hat trick was who?
Not sure, Ben.
Who's the guy that fights?
Well, a lot of them. That doesn't narrow it down.
Elias Thompson.
Thank you.
I was gonna say, I thought maybe I like that genuine answer. That's a lot of them.
That's the one thing you could say about Motor City. Sometimes they go over the line, but they're not afraid to drop the gloves. They are a very tough team. Everyone's ready to get physical if they need to. Four defensemen, and it's a fun group to watch.
Oh, that was a fun answer to hear, let me tell you. Here's Cardinal in the corner, absorbs a hit by Williams. Cardinal keeps the puck in play. Here's Perks, gives it up to the point. Sufferdini sends that one back down low. Nets off the moorings, and we'll have a stoppage. Of course, anytime you'll see and look at the net, there's some writing at the top. It says iconic goaltending on the crossbar. And why? Because they have clinics here in Metro Detroit for young goaltenders looking to improve their game. Information on private lessons, team skates, and performance analysis can be found at iconicgoaltending.com. That's iconicgoaltending.com. Williams, after the face-off, gets the puck in the corner, loses it. Puck's going to come to the near side. Chartrand will pick it up. Good pass in between his legs. Graham has it. Cross-ice pass. Headed for Skura. That's going to be broken up and then dumped right on in. Giuliano gets hit along the boards. Matt Graham now getting into it a little bit.
Two guys pretty familiar with each other, both teammates for a few seasons in Port Huron.
There's another shot on Babin, makes a save, another kick save. This time his defense is there to bail him out. Cardinal has the puck, dumps it on into cross ice. Minnie, feeling the pressure, is just going to hold on to it. Halfway through this game, just under 10 minutes to play here in the second period. Motor City has a 3-1 lead. Good save there by Babin. But it's kind of interesting. Matt Graham and Alex Johnson are the ones, I think, because again, they know you can get under Motor City's skin. And who are the two guys, the head coach and the assistant coach, getting a little, rascally, getting a little riled up, maybe seeing if they can do that again to Motor City to knock them off their game. It's just an interesting thing. We saw Graham down there with Giuliano a little bit. Obviously, Johnson and Gaudette scuffling. Do you think that's a little bit something to do with it, Brady, that the head coach and assistant coach maybe trying to get back under their skin and change the game that way?
Well, I think that plays a part, and I think the other thing that plays a part is they've seen so much of each other. Yeah. You play a team 10 times and what, 4 times now in a couple weeks. You're going to get under each other's skin no matter what kind of hockey you play. So I think it's a little bit of everything. I think it's a little that they're down 3-1. You're always a little extra on edge when you're behind on the scoreboard naturally. Doesn't matter who you are. So I think a little bit of everything. But yeah, and Matt Graham, usually a calmer player. He was throwing his weight around to a guy that, well, Giuliano is one of the few very calming presences on this Rocker team, a veteran guy that's a little more savvy. Usually don't see him in the middle of those scuffles, but him and Graham exchanging a few words.
Well, I only bring it up because we saw it on New Year's Eve, right? That game kind of really de-escalated halfway through the second period as the team really got under Motor City's skin. It just seemed like, hey, you know what? Let's try to use that tactic a little bit to get under their skin and make them forget how to play hockey for a little bit and give us a power play.
And that's the other thing that Motor City's done well.
Yeah.
No time on the power play for Port Huron.
That is true. So far, Motor City's the only one with a power play, and they're the only one to cash it in. Their only sole opportunity. Of course, shots on goal really quick, Brady. I don't think we gave them that shots on goal. We were talking about other things, obviously, during the break. But what are the shots on goal while you got a moment?
26-18 now. Motor City still in favor. 10-10 here in the second period.
Oh, there you go. There's a quick outlet pass. Carrying with it is Ryder. Ryder gives it to Thompson. E.T. with a shot. Wing save, rebound! Makema! 4-1 from 71. Big game here, Motor City. Finding their offense once again. It's a 3-goal lead. Things are looking pretty comfortable.
Had a very simple game plan coming into this game. Throw pucks on net. Wyatt Hoffman will leave it in. Hey, in the first period, he made some nice saves. Here in the second, Motor City's been finishing. Hey, that wasn't a high-quality opportunity, the first shot. It was blockered away, and it loose in the crease. Play with fire, you get burned. And that time, Makema, the one just to tap it in. Right place, right time. Again, that's making your own luck.
Yeah, Everett Thompson getting the assist. That's number 9 on the year. Makema now has number 9 for goals on the year. So there you go. Everett Thompson. Again, yeah, you're right. It was a kind of a low percentage shot. Nice wing save by Hoffman initially. And then again, just right there, Johnny on the spot for the rebound was Derek Makema.
That's what they've been doing. Hey, you see Hoffman throw it at him. Good things have been happening.
They're going to give Ryder the hockey assist. That's Ryder's second assist of the game. So the puck goes in, going to be chased after by Koash. Williams has it, though. He's going to stop, get some protection from the net, and here comes the breakout. Foley moves it ahead. Devaney can't control it. Now it's going to fall at the feet of Foley. He doesn't know where it is. Now it's going to come to the near side. Picked up there by Clouston. Again, good to see him skating well. Again, we don't know how hard the elbow he took to the head was, but good to see him on the ice and play as if nothing had happened. There's a shot. Babin had no idea where that one was. Henning pushing that one wide. Koash getting the rebound. Inger flips this ahead. Dumped in. Minnie's going to get to it. 8:05 left here in the second period. 3-goal lead for Motor City. Friscura walks this one on in. There's a centering opportunity, gets broken up. Giuliano will pick it on up for the Rockers. Good bank pass to Perks. Catches it in stride, has a man on the far side. Good pass, good goal! Tommy Cardinal gets number 2. It is now 5-1, and the goals keep rolling on in for Motor City.
Beautiful pass on the backhand, cross the crease. Hey, Wyatt Hoffman, he said, I'm taking away the near post, needed the defenseman, take away the pass. He did not. Perfect tape-to-tape pass, easy finish for Cardinal, and that's a heck of a job to go up 5-1. Answer the Port Huron goal with a couple of your own. Now Motor City really in control of this game, and I believe Port Huron's taking their time out.
That's what it looks like. And how can you not? I mean, at this point, obviously, you've let in 3 unanswered goals. You're definitely going to want to talk this over with your team. Going to keep an eye on Wyatt Hoffman. He's going to go to the bench, maybe get a drink of water. Don't know if we'll see Danique Rodriguez. He's the only other goaltender available.
Well, there's nothing Wyatt Hoffman could do on that one.
Right.
You look at that one. This one's on the defense, Ben. We have the advantage of replay. You look, Minnie's in the right spot, but he just doesn't really do anything. Pass comes across. Cardinal just taps it in. It's a great job. Great pass to the finish for Cardinal. And Ben, you know what's most encouraging when you look at the score sheet for Motor City? You know who you don't see? Scott Koash and Declan Conway. The guys we were kind of hoping to jumpstart it. They've been playing well, don't get me wrong. They've been up and down. They haven't been a non-factor. But other guys are scoring. Like I mentioned, the depth. So I was a little off in the pregame. It's not the star power, it's the depth that's getting the scoring going. Motor City looks like they just have a little extra step in their step. They're a little hungrier for this one because they need this one a lot more than Port Huron does. Port Huron's been rolling. Motor City's been struggling. Motor City playing like this is a can't-lose. Port Huron kind of feels like it's that middle of the season weekday game on the road kind of lull.
Yeah, but again, Motor City knew what was on the line. They knew they had to get 3 points. As of right now, it looks pretty darn good with a 5-1 lead. Real interesting stat here really quick. That was, of course, the second goal of the game for Tommy Cardinal. Last time he had 2 goals in a game, December 30th. The last time Motor City won against Port Huron. So there you go.
He's one of the guys we wanted to see get going. He's a guy that I think going down the stretch can score goals, and if Motor City wants to make a run at possibly home ice advantage in the playoffs, 57 is a player that I think needs to get going, and I think he has the ability to. The other one, Roman Gaudette, he scored a goal as well.
Yep.
Like these players for Motor City, it's just everyone kind of went in a slump at the same time.
They really did. And again, it was uncharacteristic hockey for Motor City, and seems like so far things are working, things are clicking, confidence is back. There was a good shot there. Good, better save, though, by Hoffman. Coming with it now is Chartrand. Tries to dump it in. We're going to have, I think, offsides. Either that or a hand pass when Suffredini batted it down with his hand. I think that might be the call, actually. Yeah, I mean, we've had goals by Makema. Again, Makema coming off that 2-game suspension. Didn't see him last weekend, getting a nice goal to make it 4-1. Good to see his presence felt on the score sheet coming back. But you're right. It's guys that are not named Scott Koash or Declan Conway getting in on the action. But it is guys that we expect can score. A guy like Gaudette, a guy like Makema. Because that one's going to be icing. Another guy like, as you mentioned, Cardinal.
Thought Conway may have had a half step, did not. The other guy, Josh Colton, though, hey, he's a nice defenseman. He's a guy we saw in a Prowler uniform before get some goals, and his one maybe the prettiest of them all because he just sniped a corner on the man advantage. Done a heck of a job by Motor City to break out in a big way. Now again, most leagues, a 5-1 game you feel comfortable with. We've seen Port Huron come back, give up big leads. Yep. This is a team that can score in bunches. Don't think you've won it with more than a period to play. Keep your foot on the gas and choke the life out of them here in the second.
Yeah, we said it was going to be a big 20 minutes. It's going to be a big 7 minutes left here in the second period. Again, you have a 4-goal lead, but you don't want to give 1 or 2 back. Got to keep that pressure on. Inger losing the puck, going to be kept in at the point. There's one that just goes wide. Inger gets it in front. Now on the stick there of Freeborn. He's going to carry it into the offensive zone. Freeborn stops. Good poke check there by Suffredini. No, excuse me, that's Ian White. There's a quick hit. Merritt couldn't do anything with it. Clouston gives it up to Koash. Surveys, just dumps it down to the far side corner. Now it's a race. They're going to call icing anyways. Williams, though, had a half step on Jonathan Giuliano. He also has a couple of years on Jonathan Giuliano as well. Of course, Giuliano is a very spry 35. When you look at him, he looks about 42, 43. He's got some gray in the beard. He, like me, is starting to lose his hair. But the way he plays on the ice, he does not look like an old player at all. He looks very spry. We've seen him on a couple of fast breaks, breakaways a couple of times as well, as that's going to be icing. Giuliano definitely still has some years left in him.
Oh, yeah, and he plays smart. He knows where to go. He's one of the savvy veterans on the team that really helps out, a calming presence like I called him earlier. And he had the assist on the last goal, one of the assists on the last goal. He's a welcome addition in any lineup.
Oh, definitely. It's kind of nice when you have that, because you have that, in Giuliano as a forward, you have that with Ian White as a defender. As Ian White goes to chase the puck, Vartiainen trying to win that one, but he loses it to White. So it is nice when you have it on every level. White settles this one down, tries a stretch pass, and Conway can win the race there, and he does. Gets to the puck. Declan Conway trying to survey it now, centers it. No, it's going to bounce off the stick there of Foley. Puck's going to come out. Devaney surveys, cross ice to Johnson. Johnson, of course, free after fighting Roman Gaudette, so that means Gaudette's free as well. Puck goes back to center ice to Austin Federling. Cross ice to Johnson. 5:20 left here in the second period. 5-1 game here for Motor City. Last time they had 5 goals, they won 5-4. Port Huron, though, looking to stop the bleeding. They dump it on in. That one's going to go wide. Babin doesn't have to play it. Graham, though, at the wall. Sends it back down low. Gagnon has it there for a second. Pushes it up to the blue line. Schumacher tried to keep it in, and he can't. Clouston doing a good job, but now it's going to be dumped right back in. Colton plays it, broken up there by Graham. It's another guy who's up there in age who doesn't play like it. Again, Graham, a native of Rancho Cucamonga, California, and made Michigan his second home, playing in Port Huron for so many years. Gagnon has it. Puck still kept in. There's a shot. That's going to be deflected wide off the stick of Tim Perks. Schumacher was the shooter. With it now, Perks gets it in to the offensive zone. Chartrand swipes at it. Schumacher offering resistance. Perks surveys for a centering opportunity, broke up by Chartrand.
That puck gets by Chartrand Makema right in front of Hoffman with a point-blank chance. Chartrand doing a good job breaking that up, because if he doesn't, it might be 6-1.
Yeah, Freeborn carries it in, gives it back up to the point. Here's Minnie with a look. That got deflected in front, but Babin sees the puck and freezes it right there. So now that'll carry us to the last media timeout of the second period. Shots on goal, Brady. What do you got for us?
Shots on goal with 3:50 left to go in the second period. 15-12, Motor City out shooting the Prowlers in the second frame. 31-20, Motor City out shooting Port Huron for the game. But Ben, outside of that last couple minutes, ice has been tilted towards Wyatt Hoffman in the Port Huron net most of the game. This is the game Motor City really needed to play to snap out of the funk they've been. Now, the job's not done yet,
right,
but this is the team that I knew they could be. We've seen before. They got away from their style of hockey. They're back to it, and, well, this is a breath of fresh air to see here at Big Boy Arena.
It really is. We were looking for, a game where Motor City we've talked about it before. Obviously, this was much needed, but we were looking for a game that Motor City just completely controlled, right? A game where they didn't have to really fight for much. A game that, they could get the goals that they normally get with cross-ice passes, a couple of nice snipes from the slot. We've seen that tonight. This is a game that has been completely controlled by the Rockers, and like I mentioned a few moments ago, last time they had 5 goals, it was their 5-4 win on December 30th, so a good omen on what has been a disastrous start to 2023.
Well, their last multi-goal win was 6-3 against Carolina back on December 16th, but even that game was a little closer than the score indicated. Right. Oh, yes. It wasn't one where we kicked our feet up and said, all right, let's get to the end of regulation. They had to fight for this one. It's been maybe since about the Delaware series or in Watertown last time that Motor City's been able to really not cruise, because, again, Port Huron can score 4 goals quicker than you think, but have a comfortable lead.
Yeah, no, in the game against Carolina, they had to work for that one. The score doesn't indicate how close it was, but again, it is still nice to see that this game, not only again with the pressure that has been on Motor City, the funk they've been in. When you're in situations like this, it's that quicksand effect. You think, maybe I can work harder. I can, I can try something a little bit more. And when you do that, good face-off win for Motor City, you just sink further and further below the sand. But this time they found the vine and they're able to pull themselves out halfway so far, as we still have 23 minutes to play in this game. So far, so good. Colton cycles it to the far side circle. There's a shot. Good save there by Hoffman. Puck still loose. Miguel Diaz tries to poke at it, but the puck's going to be frozen and out of sight. So we'll have a face-off down low with 3:09 left here in the second period.
And with so many different guys scoring, and hopefully if the score holds, you get the first win in a while. Kind of get your groove back. Everyone relaxes a little more. Motor City playing a little looser, playing with not as gripping the stick tight, not pressing at all. They're letting the game come to them. They're playing with the flow, and it's really benefited them. Again, I can't emphasize enough how much I like this brand of hockey that Motor City's playing. When they're playing like this is the team that was second in the Continental and within arm's reach of Columbus at one point.
Yeah, this is why I kept calling Motor City a top 4 team in the league, because when they play like this, they are one of the best teams in the league. Centering opportunity gets broken up. Good play here. Inger carries it across. Of course, Inger is a native of Macomb. One cool thing about Connor Inger as well, we mentioned where he played college. So puck's in the corner.
Hoffland is really playing with fire. He likes to play behind the net, and hey, it's already burned him once, but I guess you got to stay true to yourself.
Yeah. Oh, there's a weird, funky goal. Thought Trevor Babin was going to make the save. Instead, got deflected as he went to the butterfly, and they're going to count that one to Evan Foley.
That was, it was a tip.
Yeah.
And that was a very tough angle. Somehow hit it inside the left post. And that's 2 goals that, I mean, not much you can do about if you're Trevor Babin. He gets a tip, looked like it bounced over the pad. That's a tough angle. Now Port Huron pulls within 3. Like to see Motor City get that door slamming goal to knock the momentum off of Port Huron.
Yeah,
I'm sure the conversation on the bench is, hey, we get one more. We're down 2 going in the third period. We've come down from 2 before. That's nothing. Don't let them get any momentum going into the third after what was not a pretty goal from Port Huron.
No, that was Evan Foley on the deflection. Has number 14 on the year. And you're right. If Port Huron can get another one, that's going to be frozen there by Hoffland. But if they can get another one, they're within striking distance. Again, it's something that you want to keep an eye on because we've seen games like this before. Face off. Tim Perk's going to lose that draw to Matt Graham. Chartrand has it. Moves it up. Friskura is not ready for it. That should be icing, but no, Babin's going to play it. Babin making the decision to play it because it wasn't going to reach the end line. Elias Thompson offering Everett Thompson a little bit of a screen, and no, they are not related. And I think Everett Thompson just got hacked on the wrist, and he's letting the official know it.
So you have to tell Coach Brown he's not allowed to put Elias and Everett Thompson on the ice at the same time. That is a nightmare for us.
Yeah,
you can't even put E. Thompson on the back.
No, you can't. That's why I just say E.T. It's easier. Of course, Elias Thompson on the ice still, chasing after that puck. Now he'll bail, go to the bench as Minnie looking for a stretch pass. Fiskura tipped it, but Motor City sends it right back. Schumacher has it. Back to Minnie, up to Merritt. Merritt drops this one off. Fiskura's going to walk it in. Gets into that pentagon, and that's going to be a shot by Dalton Jay. Still looking for that first goal. That one went wide. Suffredini moves it ahead. Gaudette gives it to Makema. Makema tries to play it off the bounce again. Hoffland comes out to play it. Don't know why he did it that time, but again, it's a part of his game, it's a part of his skill set, and it's a part of his mental makeup too. Prowlers still trying to hold on to possession here. Henning bounces off his stick. Motor City with it now. Jonathan Giuliano crosses into the offensive zone, far side circle, fires it wide. 35 seconds left here in the second period, 5-2 game. Another stick goes up high, that's Cardinal's stick. Of course, back at home, Jamie says, well, you guys can just call him Big Sexy. I don't want to call, I know that's Elias's nickname. I'm not going to say Big Sexy moves the puck through the zone. I appreciate the note from Jamie. You know what? Next time he's on the ice, I will say that. Just, why not?
Well, you're on your own on that one, partner.
You don't you don't want to get in on the action, huh? Here's Motor City. Dumping it back on in. Going to be played there by Hoffland to Johnson. Johnson to the near side. Vartiainen can't get to it as it's tied up along the wall. 8 seconds left. It's going to be cross ice. Now banked, kept in by Giuliano in the waning seconds, and that'll do it right here for the second period. Of course, every Intermission, we bring you stats brought to you by Triumph Geared Solutions. Machinist jobs are available right here in the Metro Detroit area. Just visit careers.triumphgroup.com to learn more. That's careers.triumphgroup.com to learn more. Brady, it's been a lot of action has gone by here in the second period. 2 goals for the Prowlers, 3 for Motor City. What are the shots on goal? And I will let you recap how we got to 5-2 as well.
Well, Motor City out shooting Port Huron for a 2-period total 33-22. Second period 17-14 in favor of Motor City. It was 2-0 coming into the second period. Motor City was on top, but Port Huron would strike first when Sam Merritt just poked one past Trevor Babin to make it 2-1. Dan Chartrand and Liam Freeborn on the assist, but not even a minute later, Roman Gaudette would answer inside the crease, poked one in from Derek McAma, made it 3-1, 4-1 to score after Derek McAma would get the goal on assist from Everett Thompson and Brad Ryder. Tommy Cardinal would make it 3 in a row for Motor City at the 12-12 mark of the second period. Giuliano and Perks with the assist. Again, beautiful pass to set up Cardinal to bang one to home. Evan Foley would answer to get the final goal of the period for Port Huron. He got the assist from Alex Johnson, leaving us at 5-2. Motor City leads after 40 minutes of play.
Well, that's a lot of word salad, but of course right now the buffet table and the team that is eating at that table is Motor City, leading 5-2 again. Goal scorers, the only one guy who's had 2 goals is Tommy Cardinal. Everyone else is the single goal scorer. And of course the birthday boy, Josh Colton, eating some cake from the buffet table, getting a goal on the power play. He made it 2-0 in the first period. But we talked about it a little bit near the end here of the second period, especially after the goal by Evan Foley. You know, Port Huron's been in this position before, though we wanted Motor City to have a good, strong second period. I think they did that. What do they have to do in the third period, though, to make sure they can keep the Prowlers at bay? Because a 3-goal deficit, Port Huron's not looking at that and panicking. They're actually maybe comfortable with that deficit because they can easily come back from that.
Well, here's the blueprint. Survive the first 3-4 minutes. You know Port Huron in the locker room, the message is get one quick. Within the first 5 minutes, if we can score, hey, we made it a 2-goal deficit, then that gives you the middle 10 minutes to score. And if you can get in a 1-goal game with 5 minutes to go and get a chance to scramble and tie it up, that's probably what Port Huron's saying in the locker room. Survive that first onslaught, because you know out of the locker room, Port Huron's going to come on fire, flying around the ice, trying to get one back, trying to make it a 2-goal game. Survive that early blitzkrieg from Port Huron. Survive it. Keep going. Keep playing the way you have. It's been a really solid 40 minutes. Don't let the final 20 ruin it, because this is a really nice brand of hockey that Motor City's been playing.
Yeah, Motor City's been playing very, very well. And again, Trevor Babin coming back from concussion protocol, his first game back, missing a week. He's been playing well as well. I mean, the couple of goals he's let in have been funky goals, to put it one way or another. I mean, the first one was, you know, a partially deflected shot. Merritt was right there to put in the rebound. Of course, Evan Foley right there, you know, in the last couple of minutes was able to get a shallow deflection right in front that literally just bounced over his stick and in. But Babin's been playing well.
Yeah, I like what Trevor Babin's been doing. He's been steady in the crease. Keep that up. Hey, and the other thing, keep your cool. I know Gaudette fought fine with that. They didn't let it carry over to the next whistle, but keep your cool, because nothing gets a team back in a game quicker than a few power plays. Port Huron hasn't been on the power play yet. That's a big positive. Keep playing with your heads cool. Don't give Port Huron any windows, as slight as they may be, to try to claw back into this game.
Yeah, that's going to be the big part, right? Do not stoop to their level. Stay out of the box. Stay 5-on-5, or maybe get 5-on-4 again in your favor. You don't want to be down 5-on-4. Why? Because you're up 5-2. We will be back with the start of the third period right here on the Rockers YouTube page. Again, Motor City leading 5-2. We'll be back with the start of the third period in just a few moments. Hello, welcome back to Big Boy Arena here in Fraser, Michigan. Currently, the Rockers have a 5-2 lead, and the song on the PA is Heat of the Moment and could not explain this game any better. We've talked about it ad nauseum. Motor City is in a 5-game losing streak, probably the worst streak of hockey in the season so far, trying to dig themselves out of it. They are 20 minutes away from breaking that streak, getting the first win of 2023, and starting the second half of the season, as this is game 29 out of 56 on the right foot as well. So all things trending positively. And again, a lot of goal scoring coming from different people. Josh Colton, Tommy Cardinal has 2. Roman Gaudette has 1. Derek McAma has 1 as well. And that's how we got to 5. So getting contributions from anyone and everyone named, not named, Scott Koash and Declan Conway, and makes me wonder if we're going to call their names to get on the score sheet tonight. We've talked about Dalton Jay not getting on the score sheet, in the past couple of games here against Motor City. Got to give credit to the Prowlers keeping those 2 off the score sheet as well. Yeah,
it's a good job. It hasn't been the Stars, and Motor City is the deeper team, but Port Huron has that little more star power. They have those veteran guys, the guys you see on the leaderboards, where Motor City, they can roll 3-4 lines. There's a reason why Gordy Brown dressed 11 forwards tonight. Tried to generate a little more offense, and while it's worked, 5-2 lead, and they haven't really suffered defensively for it either.
Yeah, no, they haven't. And one thing we haven't had an opportunity to do either, obviously we know the goaltending situation here in Motor City. We are without one of our goaltenders, Travis Rigdon, of course, back home recovering from surgery. All accounts it was successful, had that surgery a couple weeks ago as well. At home recovering. Hope he's not boring himself too much, and hopefully he's staying off his hip and he can get back, and be right as rain anytime soon. But we want to give him good well wishes. Hope that recovery is going well. Hopefully, he doesn't keep ringing a bell for Victoria to be like, I need more water, I need more cookies, give her a break as well. But just want to make sure Travis at home is, enjoying his time. Of course, if you want to catch up with him, you can catch up on YouTube. And of course, on his podcast as well, Slinging the Biscuit, him and Dave Wheeler talking about anything and everything, and he gives updates there. And rumor has it starting in February, he'll do his recovery journey. So if anyone back at home wants to follow Travis, you can definitely do that. Trav for Oilers on YouTube is his page. Again, we want to wish him a healthy recovery. Can't wait to see him back on the ice in the summer. Hopefully a brand new hockey play. But also got some somber news this week. Ross Bartlett, we know, has not been with the team. He's been playing elsewhere in Huntsville, and unfortunately found out this week that he suffered an MCL tear. So unfortunately Ross Bartlett's season is done. So we want to make sure to wish him well as well on his road to recovery. Was a key player for this team, and he was with the Rockers. Again, one of the best feet that the Rockers have is he can skate in and out of trouble very, very well. So he's going to be back home in recovery as well. Third period underway here. Motor City dumping it on in. Johnson leaves it there for Federley. Quick pass to Merritt. Merritt to the near side to Jay. Jay cross-ice pass. Johnson not ready for it. It's going to go to the end line. Right in front, Merritt with a shot goes wide. Giuliano pushes it ahead. Going to be kept in by the Prowlers. There's Johnson in the slot. Got that one. Babbitt has no idea where it is. Rebound comes out to the near side. Schumacher has it. Giuliano pokes it off his stick. Nice little art for Dodger there with that steal. Here's Ian White surveying, and he'll flip it out of play. That should be delay of game.
Yeah, and that's one just a little too much underneath that, and this is Port Huron's opportunity. They want to get back in this game. Almost a must score in the next 2 minutes. Motor City can kill this penalty. First time they've been on the penalty kill tonight, Ben. That would kind of crush the spirits of the Prowlers and regain the momentum. It's going to be a pivotal 2 minutes.
Yeah, anytime, of course, a Rocker is in the penalty box, got to let you know the penalty kill is brought to you by Kustra Law for all of your legal needs around the Metro Detroit area, including getting out of the penalty box. Visit KustraLaw.com. That's Kustra with a K, law.com. There's a shot that goes wide. Rebound in front. No. Devaney picks it up. Federley getting the puck back at the point. Gives this one up to Schumacher, cycles this one down low. Foley surveys. Vartiainen has to play it off his boot. Gives it back to Foley in front. Devaney with a shot turned away. Federley keeps it in. Vartiainen goes 5-hole and stopped right there by Trevor Babin. Interesting 30 seconds. So far, no harm, no foul.
Vartiainen, that's the shot you want him to get. Middle of the right circle, one-timer opportunity. Good shot, better save by Babin to close up the 5-hole. Have to find a way to ease the pressure a little bit. Port Huron knows how critical these next 90 seconds are.
They're very critical. Austin Federley has it, surveying, gives it up down low. Vartiainen pushing that one wide. Motor City trying to get a clear, kept in again by the Prowlers. Foley tries to give it to Devaney, that's broken up, now on the near side. Good rim out there by Vaughn Clouston.
That last attempt from Vartiainen, you saw Clouston come up, just take away any angle right away, force Vartiainen to send a pass back. No, he's a shooter, knew he wanted to take that chance.
Quick player comes on and off for the Prowlers. Dalton Jay carries it all the way in. Good pass to Foley. Merritt back down. Now Foley has it. Bounced off Mackama's skate. Colton battling his heart out along the wall. Colton's going to get it again with it. Motor City, and then Clouston again with another good clear. 40 seconds left in this power play. Port Huron getting their first opportunity of the game. Of course, Motor City got their second goal of the game on the power play. Suffredini trying to race to the puck. Merritt beats him to it. Graham's going to play it in the corner. Back to Merritt. Good pin there along the wall. Helping now is E.T. Everett Thompson has it. Going to carry the puck a little bit. Carries it out of harm's way. 10 seconds left. Avoids a hit. Here's Everett Thompson. Keeps his feet. There's a shot. What a nifty play, but Hoffland saves it and keeps it in play. Coming out of the box is Ian White. Graham has the puck. Suffredini making his life hard, and oh, that's going to be a bad penalty. Roman Gaudette hitting Matt Graham with his elbow. Call it head contact, call it elbowing, whatever you want. It's 2 minutes in the box for Roman Gaudette.
He did a great job killing the penalty. You got the momentum back, and right away you give it back to Port Huron on the penalty. And I see what he was going for. Graham, hey, he had his head down in open ice. That's a no-no, but just missed the hit a bit. And now Motor City has 2 more minutes to kill. Gives Port Huron a little more life. Wasn't a bad power play from them. They had a few opportunities. Now you're running your penalty kill a little thin. Maybe you either have to deepen the bench or some guys are going to be running on fumes for a minute. Yeah,
and Gaudette officially will be in the box for elbowing. So, surveying the ice, you have Mackama, Ryder, Miguel Diaz, and I want to say Clouston. No, excuse me, that's Colton. That's your 4. Federley gets the breakout going. Good pass to Foley. They've ran this unit out and running it ragged as Port Huron, as that's another clear. Hoffland plays it back to Federley. Federley crossing the timeline, drops this one back. Vartiainen crossing. Everyone's on the right side of the blue line, and that puck's going to go over Federley's stick, so they have to go and retreat. Ryder trying to get some help. Mackama swipes at it. It's going to be settled down by Schumacher. He'll dump it back in. Babin tries to stop the puck behind him. Miguel Diaz has it. Can get a clear, and he does. Johnson tried to keep it in and bounced off his glove as it was too hot to handle, and even waved his hand like it hurt. Trying to call icing, and that's going to be waved off, and it's going to be cleared instead by Mackama. 1 minute remaining. And another penalty kill brought to you by the Kustra Law Firm. Freeborn carries this one in. That's going to be pushed in front of Babin. He pushes it out to the corner. Freeborn gives it up to the point. Back to the near side. Dalton Jay with a shot, kick save, rebound! That's going to get pushed wide. Freeborn offering that one. Good clear again by Motor City. 35 seconds left now in the man advantage as Johnson touches the puck.
Good news for Motor City right after this penalty kill. Should they kill the next 25 seconds, get the media timeout, a chance to put a little more fuel back in the tank.
Yeah, rest those legs as Koash is out there. So is Cardinal now. Suffredini and Ian White, your defenders. Here's Johnson, cycles it to the far side. There's a shot. Jay can't get to it. 5 seconds left, and coming out of the box is Roman Gaudette. Freeborn back to Johnson. That's going to be a good block. Good play there by Cardinal. They're not going to play the puck. They're going to play each other. Graham comes in to help. Koash pushes him off the puck. Gaudette avoids a hit, tumbles down anyways. And the crowd lets him know that he fell. Here's Koash catching everybody on a turn. There's a shot. Oh, just pushed wide. White now fires it near side. Save. Puck still loose.
What was the line change for Port Huron there? The puck was on their own blue line.
It was a bad play. Motor City couldn't capitalize on it either, but you're right. I was just as shocked as you were.
Now, I'll tell you what, the biggest thing is that's one of the disadvantages of having a player coach.
And hang on.
Ooh, Hoffman's hot.
Hoffman's very hot. Hoffman's extremely hot. Talking to Dante Suffredini now. Hoffman, if he's not careful. Everett Thompson trying to break it up. Dante Suffredini says, I don't know what you're talking about. Wyatt Hoffman might be taking a break. He trips him.
Yeah.
I mean, it was blatant.
He tried to get away. He tried to be sneaky with it, with the backside, stick it out a little more. I don't know if there was something that caused that in the first place, but Hoffman, I mean, he had to be careful. He was really toeing the line because if he wasn't careful, he might have gotten more. And now, after Motor City does a great job on back-to-back penalty kills, they get to go on the man advantage, and if they get a goal here, that could be the nail in the coffin, could be curtains on Port Huron.
I was going to say, last Friday, Wyatt Hoffman did the same thing. He tripped a player, in the crease. We talk about taking bad penalties. This is a bad time to do it for the Prowlers and Wyatt Hoffman. He did it again last Friday, doing it again now, as he's going to be in the box. It looks like serving it is going to be Joe Devaney.
And what I like Motor City that they're doing, they're letting the other team make the mistakes.
Yes.
They're keeping their cool. Where Hoffman, he's saying he's coming out. That's not the way you play the puck when you're out there like that. I appreciate the effort there, but that was the right call. And that's a bad penalty to take when you're chasing 3. And you kind of built up a little momentum. The other side was a bit gassed.
Yeah.
Now, with the media timeout, they get an opportunity, Motor City does, to really put this one away.
Yeah, John Satarski and Steve Gaudy are talking to him, and they're saying, hey, no. You cannot back into a player like that and give him, at least some credit. He's trying to sell his position, but you could tell that was not only purely intentional. Then you're going to go after the guy that you tripped, and after the play, and, I'm surprised it's only 2 and not 4 based on that action. But he's talking to Gowdy, talking to Satarski, and it's not going to change anything. So,
unless there was something before that we didn't see, Ben, that caused that situation to happen, that could be what he's talking about. But that's a penalty. If you're Wyatt Hoffman, you can't take. You just can't do it, and especially down 3 in the third period. Again, Motor City's let Port Huron make the mistakes. They've been attacking now. Port Huron's come out the first 6 minutes attacking. You get to flip the script a bit, go on the power play, get a chance to really put this one away.
Yeah, shots on goal right now favoring Port Huron in the third period. 6-1, obviously, with 2 power plays. That'll happen. Motor City leading 34-28 in the game as they are on the power play for the second time today. Motor City cycling it down low. Gaudette has it, surveys, tries to, that would have been an interesting bank off Schumacher. Instead, he gets the puck back, gives us one up. Ryder back to Gaudette, bounces over his stick. Colton's going to have to come down to play it. 30 seconds have gone off the clock. That seemed like it happened in a blink of an eye. Ryder's going to survey, has Makema in the slot. They're going to survey again. Gaudette has Miguel Diaz. That's going to be poked away. Trouble now as Chartrand has it. Chartrand trying to make an opportunity. Shields the puck, killing valuable seconds. So doing his job very nicely on the penalty kill.
Well, Motor City up 5-2. This is the power play where you can try to get the perfect shot. You can cycle it through because the clock's your friend right now. Every second off helps you.
Yeah, they're helping Coughlin there was his stick. Of course, every power play brought to you by Digital Macomb Indoor Billboards, which over 100,000 people in 1 month. Learn more how you can do that all around Macomb County by visiting digitalmacomb.com. 40 seconds left in the power play. Puck goes all the way down. Babin's going to keep it there. Now Motor City's going to pick up the puck. Ian White leading the breakout. 30 seconds left. Conway gives this one up. Koash has Inger on the near side. No, that's going to be a shot. Hofflin turns away. Conway battling Johnson for another centering opportunity. Can't find the home. Inger gives it up to White. White surveys. Blast! That's going to be a good block by Graham. And that's going to be a good clear by Port Huron with 8 seconds left. Well, that's going to do it. Power play pelt for the Prowlers. Rockers are now 1 for 2 today with the man advantage. Of course, getting the power play goal in the first period. There's a quick shot by Inger. That goes wide. Koash blasting it from the wall. Devaney offers a bank pass. Tries to find the stick of Vartiainen. Good breakup. Henning now controls the puck in the neutral zone. Henning carries it to the far side circle. Centers it in front. Devaney got poke checked away. Tim Perks tries to leave it. Good play by Vartiainen to keep it in the offensive zone. Cross ice pass. Henning keeps it on in. The 38-year-old with a shot. Easy glove save by Babin, and he'll freeze it right there. 11:28 left here in the third period. So far, 3 total power plays. No goals, no harm, no foul.
Yeah, first 2 periods were very light on penalties, and we spent basically the entirety of the third, someone on special teams, a little bit of 5-on-5 action. And Port Huron's the one that has to press. If you are Motor City, you have the chance on the counter, make Port Huron make the mistake and attack from that.
There was an attack by Federley and a good center mass save there by Babin. Face off on the near side. Perks going up against Foley. Again, Perks has an unorthodox draw, but he wins that one for Motor City. It is unorthodox, but he gets the job done. Oh, I think Devaney tried to do a Michigan again. Tried to look for that stick lift behind the end line just to carry the puck a little bit. Had that blade down to the ice.
Looking at anything to try to get back into this game.
Yeah. Well, it worked a couple of weeks ago. Why not try it again, right? Giuliano settles down the puck. Carries it now into center ice. Flips it ahead to Perks. Perks has help in Cardinal in the slot if he wants it. Perks, though, gets pushed along the boards. Prowlers can't clear the puck. Perks still has it. Cross ice pass. Giuliano's going to survey. Another centering in front now, going to be cleared to the far side boards. Devaney swipes at it. Good clear there. Motor City, though, recovers. Makema comes off the bench. Had to be careful there. It almost could have been too many men. Motor City still dawdling with the puck. Makema has it. Gives it up to Colton. Colton's going to survey. Quick little D-to-D. Clouston offers a bank pass into the neutral zone, just out of reach of Makema. Here's Perks with it. Just dumps it in. And that's going to complete the line change for Motor City as Hoffman keeps the puck in play. No surprise there. Prowlers trying to get it out of their own end. On the stick now of Freeborn. He gets pinned along the boards. Williams to Johnson. Alex glasses this one out. Nice play there by number 25. Motor City, though, has it. Flipped ahead there by Gaudette. Bounced in front on the one hop. And freeze there by Hofflin. That's going to take us to the media timeout. 9:41 left here in the third period. Motor City still has a 5-2 lead as no goals have been surrendered here in the third period, but a couple of shots on goal have. What are the shots there, Brady?
Right now, Motor City out shooting Port Huron for the game, 38-30. Despite that, Port Huron has the advantage here in the third, just 8-5. Again, this is the only game in the Fed going on tonight. Tomorrow, these two teams will have a day off before they meet in Port Huron on Saturday. Tomorrow's games in the Fed, for those curious: Carolina at Columbus, Watertown and Danbury, Mississippi at Delaware, and Binghamton at Elmira. But right now, Motor City has a great chance to get out of this funk, get a very nice, comfortable win before they go up to McMorran to complete this 4-game series that they've had with Port Huron and get on the right note before they get to, again, a part of their schedule where they can rack up some wins. They're playing teams that are below them in the standings.
Yeah, their next 6 games are going to be very, very friendly, even though the first 2 of those 6 are at home. On the 27th and 28th, right here at Big Boy Arena, we will host the Watertown Wolves for the first time this year. Of course, bring your kids. We have a awesome Genesis Rockers Kids Zone where you can play mini sticks, get your face painted, play cornhole. Whole lot of fun. Of course, we have adult beverages here for the grown-up kids as well. We have a full-service bar. How do you get tickets? Just go to mcrockers.com/tickets. And there seems to be some pushing and shoving before. There's Graham and Elias going after it. And now Elias, I think, is nodding that there might be a fight. Let's see. And I think the official might let this one happen. Let's find out. Nope. Going to let hockey play. Thought maybe we'd see some boxing instead. Big Sexy, trying to maybe throw some fists. Not going to work. Motor City gets it out. But yeah, next 2 games next weekend. Friday, Saturday here at Big Boy Arena against Watertown, and then on the road to Elmira and then Mississippi after that. But you're right. If you can get 2 wins this weekend and you can get, sweep the next 2 series, you're right back in the thick of it.
Have a really good chance to put a lot of points together, but it starts in these final 9 minutes, putting this team away, putting away Port Huron, and just breathing a sigh of relief, ending all the negative streaks that have come with the new year.
Yeah, 2023 has not been the year of the Rocker just yet. Maybe it is. That's a nifty play by Suffredini, but we still have, you're right, 8:48 left now.
Oh, how was that not a high stick?
I don't know.
Ian White reached pretty far up there to knock that down.
I was going to say, that was a lacrosse play. Definitely. But play will continue. Gagnon has it, overskates the puck, now moved back into the neutral zone, just out of reach of Foley. Clouston gets it back to center ice. Inger, good pass to Koash. Koash has Conway in the slot. There he goes, tries to feed it, couldn't be deflected, and Conway slams his stick. He knows he just missed an opportunity. Conway gets it, centers it again. That's going to be a nice save by Hofflin. Puck still in play. Minnie drops it off to the corner. Vartiainen gets shaded there by Koash. Vartiainen has an opportunity to play the puck, and he does. Good clear. They're going to say it was tipped, so it's not going to be icing. So we're under 8 minutes to play here in the third period. Ian White has the puck. Surveys, gets it to Conway. Conway has Inger. Connor with a little bit of a toe drag. Connor tries to swipe. Good save and freeze there by Hofflin. Was going to mention earlier in the game that Connor Inger from Macomb, Michigan, he is familiar with this rink because he played for the MetroJets. The MetroJets called this place home for a while before they moved up the road to Mount Clemens Ice Arena. So he's not unfamiliar with Big Boy Arena, and he almost got another opportunity to get a goal there. Of course, at the end of the first period, he had the best opportunity of the night on the breakaway. He just couldn't finish.
He has, and I like the way that Inger's fit into this lineup. He doesn't look like a guy, hey, you signed, all right, get me through a few shifts, don't mess up. He looks like a guy that could be sticking around for a bit.
There's, a good look there by Dalton J. Better save there by Babin.
Well, sometimes with a guy, Dalton J, a little bit more of a superstitious player, that he's been in a funk. Maybe sometimes it gets in your head. You can't get a goal against a certain team. Maybe he's starting to think about it a little too much, because that's a shot that Dalton J buries more often than not.
Yeah,
give Trevor Babin some credit. It was a nice save, but still, you expect Dalton J to score that.
Yeah, you do. I was going to say you have a lot of merit there, and you are a little bit surprised, especially when you shield a player like that in the slot, like Jay did, wanting that opportunity. Yeah, he's fighting something, kind of like Scott Koash before last weekend and getting 2 goals in Port Huron on Saturday. He was fighting something big for a while, and he got out of that funk. Tie up in the corner. Perks squirts it free. Nakama losing the puck. Again, call him and Gaudette the Twin Towers. That's because his teammates are all like 5'9", and those two are only average 6'2". Dalton J gives it to Merritt on the near side. Merritt with the backhand. Babin makes the save. Rebound loose. Babin makes another save. Freeborn taken to the ice, puck still loose, and they're going to let play continue. Tim Perks with a leisurely stroll, walking through the park that is center ice and walks it down to the offensive zone.
Freeborn was folded up. That did not look pleasant. His nose was almost touching the ice. Gaudette was on top of him. Glad to see him get up. That just looked awkward.
I was going to say, was that Liam Freeborn or a lawn chair? There was an opportunity, couldn't put that one away. Got to hold on to the puck there in the slot. Instead, it's going to be a turnover. Josh Colton, though, back to regain the puck. Under 6 minutes left here in the third period. Still, no one has scored in the third period. We had a litany of goals in the second. Here's Graham trying to change that, pushing it wide.
I think Colton got just enough of it or changed up Graham's shot, made him miss wide. Good defense from Josh Colton, does it on both ends of the ice.
Yes, he does. Again, 30 years old today is Josh Colton. I told him it sucks getting old, man. He goes, I know, that's why I play hockey. Makes me feel young. He even told Coach Brown, if I don't start, I'm quitting.
You got to start on it.
Right. So Coach said, well, no, I got good news for you. You're starting tonight. He goes, good. I'll see you tomorrow. He goes, great. So fun little tidbit there on his birthday. Koash stopping that puck there. Ian White picking it up in the defensive zone. Koash now with it back, avoids a hit. Chartrand giving him the business with a stick lift. Koash still has it. There's going to be a delay call on Port Huron, as maybe Chartrand got a little too handsy. So high stick will be the call. They're going to give it to, well, hang on. Okay, well, going to give it to Friscura. It's going to serve time. It's going to take us to the media timeout. While we have the opportunity, Brady, once again, I'll take you really quickly around the league. Motor City is up, I hear, on Port Huron 5-2. That's what's going on in the Fed. What are the shots on goal doing here?
Yes, they are, and they're out shooting Port Huron 42-32. Port Huron with a slight third period total, up 10-9.
Oh, there you go. Starting to get to the opportunity here to maybe see who's going to be stars of the night as we're talking with our off-ice officials. But again, Motor City coming out of this media timeout, they will have a power play. Power play is brought to you by Digital Macomb Indoor Billboards. Again, reach over 100,000 people in 1 month all around Macomb County. Learn how by visiting digitalmacomb.com. That's digitalmacomb.com. I know you have kind of the early look, Brady, at who could be stars of the game. What do we got?
Well, there's a lot of guys you can look at, a lot of guys filling up the point sheet. Tommy Cardinal with 2 goals. Roman Gaudette, a goal and an assist. I think Brad Ryder's been flying around. Trevor Babin has been fairly solid in net. The 2 goals he gave up were kind of funky on tips, and the 1 rebound you'd like to see him control a little bit more, but that's nitpicking. It's been an overall team effort. When you got a laundry list of guys that could be the stars of the game, that's a good sign for your team. And again, this is what we knew Motor City could do. This is what we saw for them earlier in the year. I'd like to see this get back to form. And again, 2 minutes to go, up 3 with 5 minutes, chance to finish off Port Huron.
Yeah, you talk about getting a big goal. This would be pretty dynamite if they could cash in. They are 1 for 2 on the power play today. As Henning has control of the puck, it's him and Foley, 84 and 94, carrying into the offensive zone. Henning pushing it wide. Getting it now is Conway. Conway losing the puck. It's going to be a turnover. Henning's going to slam it right back and clear it. Sufferdini has the puck, bounces it to Ian White. Koash is going to get it. Scott walking it all the way in. Of course, he's recently engaged. Engaged to his girlfriend right on Christmas Day. So he's off the market in terms. So any puck bunnies, find someone else. That one's cleared by Port Huron as well. Babin holding it, freezing it.
They can take their time on the power play.
Yeah.
Port Huron's the one that has to press. They can take this down to about 3 minutes and then just go really into a prevent defense.
It's kind of what they're doing here. Ryder flips it ahead. Johnson tips it. No call. Maybe could have saw a high stick. He did kind of keep it above his waist a little bit. So here's Colton. Miguel Diaz on the near side. Miguel Diaz in the front. Oh, God, that just pushes it wide.
That's how he scored his earlier goal, put in the right position, just couldn't quite get the angle on the tip.
Yeah, here's Graham and Jay now coming in as Johnson. Jay in front. That's going to be a save somehow. Baby toe save by Trevor Babin. Racing with it the other way. Motor City creating an opportunity in front. Miguel Diaz just pushing it wide. Oh, Miguel Diaz had a wide open look, couldn't bury it.
Tic-tac-toe passing you were looking for. Miguel Diaz had open net, perfect angle from our booth bench, just couldn't quite find the back of the net.
No, it would have been number 1 on the year for Nick Miguel Diaz. Of course, was acquired with the team in December. Left-handed stick. Speaking of left-handed sticks, there's Devaney. Ian White picks up the puck. Everyone's back. It's 5-on-5 hockey. It's a power play pelt for the Prowlers, as Motor City now is 1 for 3 on the day, but that's still a great percentage on the power play. That one was tipped. Giuliano. Oh, wow. That could have been dangerous in front. Again, Wyatt Hoffman playing with fire. Puck still in play. Kept in play by Sufferdini. Here's Perks. Perks has his stick tape coming off a little bit. There's a shot. Wyatt Hoffman makes a save. Looks like a little bit of a tape on Tim Perks' stick coming off. And yeah, he just goes and picks up the loose tape that fell off his stick. So just under 2 minutes to play. Minute 56 left in this contest. Going to have a forward change. Elias, well, here you go. You have the Thompson. So Big Sexy and E.T. and Derek Makama make 3. Sufferdini and Ian White make 5. There you go. Jamie back at home can be happy, and I made a nursery rhyme out of it, so we're all good. Devaney moves it ahead. Foley now with it. He gets taken out as he blows a tire. Puck will still be in play. No hands go up. Minute 40 left in this game. Another shot goes wide. 97 seconds. Port Huron trying to close the gap where they can. Puck centered in front. Cleared out. Elias Thompson. Wow, that was loud. There was another deflection in front by Foley. That's how he scored to make it 5-2, and this time Babin was ready for it. Man, you had to have flashbacks on that one.
Well, you're a $1.23 away from getting a much-needed win, snapping a 5-game losing streak. Hey, ride this one out, get this time off the clock, and get ready to go on the road. You really want to start building some goodwill, build some momentum, finish this out, and then get ready to go up to Port Huron and take one in their barn. That would really kind of flip the script, and now all of a sudden, Motor City playing with a lot of momentum throughout going into this these next few games.
Yeah, there's a pass by Conway, gets broken up. Freeborn has it, 67 seconds left. Drops that one off. Schumacher loses it. Minute left. It's a 2-on-1 rush. Inger has help. No, that's going to be a save by Hoffman. Firing that shot was Koash. 55 seconds left in this one. Really quickly, for all you weekend warriors out there, you may be feeling a little banged up, maybe overstretched in a weekend or so. Health Quest Physical Therapy in Southeast Michigan is a premier provider of all physical therapy. You can get back to living life to the fullest. All you got to do is visit one of Health Quest's more than 35 convenient locations. See how Health Quest can get you back in the game. Just go to hqpt.com. That's hqpt.com. We know Vaughn Clausen won't have to visit him as he's on the ice. Again, taking that shot earlier in this period, seemed to be okay. With the puck, Viscura, again, coming back from injury, playing his first game with Port Huron. There's a centering opportunity. Doesn't get on the score sheet, though that was a good opportunity. Perks from Colton. It's going to be a 2-on-2. Perks holds onto it to the near side circle. Federley breaks that one up. Gagnon has it. Falls down, still gets the puck out to Federley. Perks now coming in to help. 25 seconds left. Williams. Gagnon. Gagnon avoids a hit. Takes him off the puck cleanly, and here's Clouston. It's him and Henning. It's a 1-on-1. Clouston goes, dangles a little bit, gets in front, pushes it wide. Oh my goodness. Couple of nifty moves, and now Clouston's going to offer some fists. Down on the ice is Sam Gagnon. Clouston thought he was getting undercut.
Made a really nice move, just pushed the shot wide. And all that happened, Gagnon tried to throw a hit. Clouston took exception.
Yeah. So Clouston's going to hit the showers a little bit early.
Graham having a lot of words with Elias Thompson. Again, hey, get out of this game. You're going to see each other in a day. We saw last weekend, Derek McAma. He was suspended a few days after the game. And he's a guy that has scored in this one. I wonder what last weekend would have been with him. He's a nice player. I like to see him on the ice. Make sure you go up to Port Huron with the full squad.
Or as full as possible, right? But yeah, Sam Gagnon was going to offer a hit on Clouston and missed. Clouston again took exception with 5 seconds to play.
Graham's still hot.
Well, in Graham's defense, he has a reason to be a little hot. But Graham's also been an instigator a little bit today. Him and Alex Johnson and
Thompson. Hey.
Well, here we go.
I think Thompson's saying, if you want to talk, let's drop the gloves. And I think they're sending Thompson off too.
No, they're telling him to go to the bench. Yeah, they're saying go sit
Just
down.
get to the bench.
Yeah.
I know Graham was still chirping.
Yes.
But don't do anything to put Saturday in jeopardy.
No.
Don't leave a bad taste in your mouth after what has been really a very nicely played game by Motor City. You're 5 seconds away. You're going to win. Get the puck dropped.
Well,
still talking.
They are. I got to give credit to John Satarski. He's doing a good job talking to everybody. Scott, Dalton J, Scott Koash are talking with him right now. And then trying to keep the peace on the near side is Steve Gaudy. And Gaudy's saying, hey, no, it's okay. We're telling people go to the benches. You'll see each other in a day, in 2 days. And if you guys want to start that game with a fight, we'll allow it then, but not now. So both referees doing a good job keeping the peace. And right now, John Satarski keeps telling them, look, leave right now or I'm going to kick you out of this game.
And hey, when this buzzer sounds, just let Port Huron go to the locker room.
Yeah.
Don't start anything after.
No.
Just let it serve out and then celebrate. Just wait the extra 20 seconds.
Yep.
Sit on the bench, get a nice win, go celebrate with your goalie, Babin. Let them clear out, and then you can celebrate at center ice. You don't want anything to sour what has been a very nice win.
Well, Ian White not going to play the puck. It gets centered, and that'll do it. Let's see what happens here. As of right now, everyone's going to go to Trevor Babin. And you know what? Soak in the moment. You broke a 5-game losing streak. Go, just celebrate the moment. Don't worry. Dap up. Trevor Babin came back from injury, played well. Just stay on your side of the red line and enjoy your time. But we're going to, again, Steve Gaudy and John Satarski trying to make sure nothing bad happens. And so far, so good.
All right, looks like, knock on wood, we're getting out of this one without an incident. And this is what the doctor ordered for Motor City. A big win against a rival, snaps a losing streak. They do so in dominant fashion, 5-2. Never really any doubt. This is as complete of a game as they've played in a long, long time.
Yeah, they got the monkey off their backs. They got a lot of good contributors from all facets. Got a power play goal, so that helps that power play percentage as they dropped from first to second on the power play after their little bit of a drought. But right now, it's all good things. You got your first win of 2023. You're now back on top in the rivalry, 6-5. All good things. And, of course, you got your first win of 2023. I think that's the biggest thing. And, as you said, it was in dominant fashion as well.
Yes, it was exactly what they needed to. They got back to their style of hockey. Like I said, stacks them together. Go into a place you've won before in McMorran. Go get that win. Make it a really nice weekend because, Ben, we looked at it. Your next 3 weekends after this one, you're playing teams below you in the standings where you can rack up wins. and really get your mojo back.
Yes, you can. Again, coming up on the schedule, of course, as we mentioned, on Saturday night, 8:05 puck drop, McMorran Arena. It will be Motor City against Port Huron. Then after that, 2 home games against Watertown. We welcome the Wolves for the first time here to Big Boy Arena. You want tickets, go to mcrockershockey.com/tickets or come through the door, get tickets there. We'd love to have you here at Big Boy Arena. Then after that, series on the road. We'll visit Elmira for the first time at First Arena in New York. And then guess what? We go down south. The 2 expansion teams finally get to face off at the Mississippi Coast Coliseum for 2 games at the middle of February 10th and 11th, as the Rockers and the Seawolves will do battle for 2 games before, guess what? They face the Prowlers at McMorran on the 17th. So a lot to like here. Really quickly, though, who are the stars of the game today, Brady?
Well, the third star, he had 3 assists. Number 21, Brad Ryder for Motor City. Second star, the pair of goals, Tommy Cardinal. And first star with a goal and an assist, Roman Gaudet. I thought he played well. Thought he got into the dirty areas. And he played the style of hockey that suits him the best and played to his strengths. And all 3 of those guys were deserving. There were a few more that were left out that played well, too. And that was as much of a team win as Motor City's had all year long. They needed that. And that's the bounce back I like to see after a tough weekend last weekend.
Yeah, Roman Gaudet not only getting the game-winning goal, he got the Gordie Howe hat trick 2 seconds later, getting into a fight, as he also, as you mentioned, had an assist tonight. So you've said it, though, before, a good complete win, great win, obviously breaking the 5-game losing streak, getting your first win of 2023. What can you do to build off this to make sure you can get a second game, and then, as Lou Brown famously said in Major League, 3 is a winning streak?
Well, you play like this. You go up to McMorran. All right, if you got to drop the gloves, get the crowd into it to start, all right, drop the gloves, but let that be where the shenanigans end. Play like this. You out-skated, you out-physicaled, you out-toughed. You did everything better than Port Huron tonight. You earned that 5-2 win. Be curious to see who Port Huron throws in net. If it's Wyatt Hoffman, you have the same game plan. If it's Chris Paulin or another one of their goalies, then you have to figure it out. But just keep doing what you were doing. Take this, put it in a little vacuum, and then release it 8 o'clock in Port Huron on Saturday.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun game. You can catch that game with Will on the Prowlers YouTube page. And then, of course, like I said, after that, we will be back here January 27th and 28th, right here at Big Boy Arena, as we welcome the defending champion, Watertown Wolves. Of course, they're struggling a little bit, but it's what we like to see. We like to bring them in. They helped us right our ship at the beginning of the season. We'd like them to keep our ship level and the water high, and we'd like to get 2 wins there as well. But for Brady Beaton, I'm Ben Salagi saying thank you so much for tuning in. Again, your final here, 5-2 here at Big Boy Arena. We will see you next time, January 27th, right here, same time, same place. It's a good Rockers win, and wherever you go in between that time, make sure you go and you rock on. Take care, everybody. Have a good night.